Alrighty, hello Crusaders! Welcome back to Wheel of Misfortune! It's another week, it's another episode, there's more wheels to spin, more bingo to play, more prizes to win, but most importantly, I hope you're doing well. How are you all? It's so good to see you back again. Who did I see was in super early? I think it was Orange Jamming was in well before the stream even started over on the Twitch. I saw Matey8 in early today. Sky is here. Jazzy Caddy, welcome back. Maple Treeway, shout out to Maple Treeway, who I believe is going to be looking after the bingo today, or they might be alternating with Matey8. Not 100% sure, but they're both here. And I know we're going to be looked after. Maple Treeway is dying from the European heatwave. You have my sympathy, my friend. I am curious, just how hot is it over there at the moment? Because we're at the complete other end of the spectrum over in Australia currently. It is not what you would expect for Australia, because it's the middle of freaking winter. And we just passed by the shortest day of the year. And today, we've got... we potentially have some sunshine today. I haven't seen that in a while. Maximum of 12 degrees today, minimum of 5. It's a little bit chilly, but it could be worse, could be worse. UK yesterday, it was 38 degrees C with 85% humidity. That is pretty awful. And my understanding is a lot of the places in the UK don't have air conditioning because it's normally not needed. Normally heat is what you need. The houses just aren't built for the cold. What else did I miss? People chatting in here. Maple Tree always asked, can we do an immediate Grail misses something important because I'm a dumb and had the wrong text up at the start of the stream. I think I'll give it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. The mornings are always a little bit of a rough start for me because I wake up an hour before the stream and then it's just scramble to get ready in time. And I literally hit go live on the stream and then went, something's missing. Oh yeah, my camera's not plugged in. That might help. Go me. But at least her microphone is set up correctly today. So, you know, it could be worse. It could be worse. Alistair Kessel, you're here as well. Welcome. Gust, hello. Noel Puppy, welcome back. Richard just jumped in. Newest Archipelago over in the Discord community. Just started, so a bit distracted. No worries, mate. I think that's everyone here. Yeah, so Maple Tree said the issue is houses don't have AC. Nowhere in Europe has AC. They refuse to install it. It's not a foreign concept. Like, it's available. You guys know what it is. I imagine it's just expensive to put in because the houses aren't designed for it. I've been seeing a lot of stuff over on Reddit at the moment. There's a lot of US versus the world around the FIFA World Cup. And apparently a lot of the people from the US are kind of mocking the rest of the world, especially Europe, in terms of, oh, they come to America and they see what it's actually like to live in a first world country with, you know, air conditioning and trucks and real food. Like, what was the example they gave? Oh yeah, Waffle House, which my understanding is that's no. Just no. Oh dear. Alistair, how do we all like the new Deltarune chapter? I hope you guys are getting into it and enjoying it. I've not played any of Deltarune yet. I'm waiting for it to all to fully release and then do a big playthrough all at once. Because I joined the Undertale bandwagon, like, I want to say, I was going to say 10 years. It felt like it might be too many years, but it actually might have been 10 years after it released. It was relatively recently that I played through it. So I figure I can wait. I'm spoiler free for Deltarune. I know the names of a couple of characters in it, but I don't know anything about them. So I'm pretty spoiler free on it. Maple Trio, as a Portuguese person, I'm offended to the idea we don't have real food. I know. I watch a lot of food related content on YouTube, a lot of cooking shows and that kind of stuff. What I have realized is that the people in the UK know how to cook. They know what spices and herbs and things are, but they just choose not to use them because they like their food brown. And Americans, they learnt from the British people, and they do a very similar thing with a few more herbs and then buckets of sugar. and whatever other chemicals they feel might be fun to just add into the mix for the heck of it. However, the rest of Europe, fantastic when it comes to cooking. They got the techniques, they got the flavors, they got the textures, they got everything that you could possibly want. So when we're talking about Europe, as long as we leave out the UK, I definitely agree that you guys have got good food. And I've just offended a whole bunch of people. Richard said, when in reality, all the US people get to experience first world countries when they go basically anywhere else in the world, especially if they need any healthcare while they're there. That's so true. It's one thing Australia does better than a lot of the rest of the world, especially the US. Alistair, what did you say there? You've played Bomberman's. The attack was easy to me. Oh, hang on. It's not complete by 2028 at a minimum. Oh, I see what you mean. God, yeah, I've played original Bomberman. Bomberman Quest, I think it was, or Bomberman 64. It was the Nintendo 64 one, and it's got a cool AF drum and bass soundtrack, and if you haven't heard it, you should definitely check it out. Mediate, it's the final burst of my account racked on time. Well, I guess I'm going to find out what this all is later. Sky said the whole brown food thing mainly comes from the war rations era. UK modern food since there's a lot better. You guys do absorb a lot of cooking techniques from other countries in the same way that the English language absorbs grammar from other languages. Yes, Japanese loose tea clears both for sure. Yeah, nothing wrong with stumbling into a cultural conversation, Hydrolicity. Welcome, by the way. Rainfall and Nightfall. Oh, your name is a vibe, and I am here for it. You're combining two of my favorite things, like the sense of ambience and atmosphere your name creates immediately makes me feel more relaxed. I love that. Great name. All right, let's crack on with things. We've got some games to play today. So, before we get into it, though, I think now's the right time that I can share an exciting little update. And that update is that we're going to be making a little tweak to the way membership works in relation to these streams in particular. So, at the moment, one of the biggest perks of becoming a member on the channel is that it allows you to submit a game to be featured on the wheel and have a chance of being played during these live streams. What we realized, and it was thanks to Gust putting a comment over on the Discord, is that we could probably be doing a bit more with the different membership tiers in relation to how that works. So starting next month, what we're going to do is scale the number of entries that you get onto the wheel based on your level of membership. So the way this is going to work is basically if you're an entry-level member at the Crusader tier, you're going to get, as you currently have, 1 entry per month. And then it's going to go up to 2, 3, and then 5 for the Knights of the Holy Grail. But to keep it simple, you're still only able to submit 1 game per month, but it will count for more than 1 entry. So basically, if you're on a higher tier of membership, the games that you submit have a higher chance of being selected. So essentially, we're weighting it based on membership. And hopefully that is going to give you just a little bit more bang for your buck if you are supporting the channel on a higher tier as well, just as a little thank you for continuing to support the channel. So yeah, hopefully that just makes you a little bit more excited to get your games on the list and makes your membership feel a little bit more valuable if you're on that higher tier. Mabel said, I was slightly afraid if you were Crusader, you got 1 entry every 6 months. No, it was always going to be, we wanted to leave Crusader untouched. And yeah, as Mediate said, makes sense, so we're not adding a ton more games. I didn't want to inflate the wheel with, an literally unplayable number of games because we're already at that point. But I wanted to just make it so that if you are on a higher tier, you get a little bit more bang for your buck out of it. So that will kick in at the start of July. Shout out to Neo, by the way, who looks after the Larry bot over on the Discord and has set it up to be able to get that ready to go for us as well. Alistair, maybe at a point multiplier, the higher tier you are. If you're talking about the Aurum points, unfortunately, there isn't an easy way to do that. because the points are done by the Streamlabs bot, and although that can in a way recognize different membership levels, I don't think it has the functionality to be able to multiply points. My issue with that as well, and I think it was Gus who raised something similar over on the Discord, is that if we multiply the points, sure, that means you can do things like free spaces or get to the 500 one to be able to submit a free, whatever game you want more frequently, but it technically gives you an advantage in the bingo, which we want to be a level playing field as much as possible because there is a monetary prize associated with the game. And if we start saying, hey, you can get an advantage by spending money, that starts going into a gray area that YouTube and Twitch will not look kindly upon. Yeah, it becomes pay to win. So we wanted to steer clear of that because that was an idea that we had and we went, hey, that'd be a cool thing to do. But once we kind of looked into it further, we went, that's probably more risky than it is worthwhile. It's a fair idea, and like I said, it's one that we had as well, so you're not alone with that. Yeah, we don't want to turn it into gambling. Absolutely not. The purpose of these streams are to check out weird games, have a little bit of fun while we're doing it, and the bingo was a way to be interactive and also give a little bit back to support you guys as well. All right, so I think on that note, we can crack on with things. So here is where we currently stand. There's some kind of ridiculous number of games on the wheel. It doesn't actually tell me when I'm in this screen. I think it's around 360 something now. It just keeps going up. It's never going back down again. This is the reality that we live in. So let's see what we're going to be playing first today and what our bingo size is going to be. I'm never going to kick. Absolutely not. All right, we're doing the 5x5, which I believe we are already set on. Perfect. And we're going to be playing Lovely Planet Remix. Now, with Remix, it means this is either like a remaster style game, or this is another, another rhythm game. Let's have a look. Lovely Planet Remix come to us from Maximum Cheese. In December 2025, so this is a relatively fresh game. They've said here, Lovely Planet Remix, you don't need to play the other games to play this one. Well, that's good, because I didn't know that there were other games. So that's a good start. All right, Maple, I hope you are ready at the wheel. Let's see how we go. Lovely Planet Remix, a collection. Oh, hang on one second. I almost forgot something. All right, let's get started. Lovely Planet Remix, a collection of original and unique first-person shooter games with 180 plus levels across 14 plus playlists. Climb the leaderboards, watch recorded replays, and hunt down secrets in this fresh new Lovely Planet experience. I feel like I maybe have seen something about this before. It's actually an FPS, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so reviews currently sit at positive, so we don't get the tile for that. It needs to be at least very positive, I believe. We do immediately get unique. Release date is after 2020. It came out in November 2021. And the developer and publisher are the same. It is Quick Tequila. And yes, they have absolutely done other games. Though we've got Lovely Planet Arcade, Lovely Planet 2, April Skies, Super Lovely Planet, and then Tabashiga, which, we just got to buck the trend somewhere, right? Gray, welcome. How you doing? What did I miss there? There's already a bingo tile. Yes, we did get the bingo tile before we even got the game. Alistair, what's wrong with Kick? Basically, anyone that wants to do gambling in their streams needs to go to Kick. So there's a bunch of degenerates over there, basically. It's not a nice place. New chatter tile will be marked off as well. I believe so. Yes, we can mark that one off. Hopefully they're still here somewhere. Yeah, Rainfall at Nightfall did have another comment that said, I'd rather live in Scandinavia than the US. Scandinavia is beautiful. I haven't been there for a holiday yet, and I need to. Absolutely need to. Kick is literally owned by a gambling website. Yeah, I thought so. It's literally a lost leader for stake. And it's a right-wing haven. It absolutely is. Not a good place to go. Gus said, unfortunately, my previous games don't have extra entries, but that's okay. Yeah, we had to make a cutoff somewhere to be able to start it clean with the changes. So we decided we'll start it at the start of July so that everyone that starts submitting games in that month will be able to get the bonus entries as well. We did have a think about whether or not we wanted to be able to do it retroactively, but we couldn't find a way to do it cleanly. So we thought, let's just keep it fair. Same for everyone. Start it fresh as an extra like bonus perk to the higher membership tiers for next month. All right, let's carry on. Game is currently on sale. Yay for the summer sales being on at the moment. Great time to be doing these kind of streams. Normal price is less than $10, $9.95. Similar to Celeste. No, not even close. Related game is definitely unrelated, which reminds me, we should actually watch the trailer, shouldn't we? Have a look. It is exactly 1 minute long. This doesn't count as the game dev logo. Gotta be in game. Ooh, we've got some music. It's not low poly, but it's also slightly pixelated. I think it's just simple retro graphics. This music's kind of a bop. 150 levels. 6 game types. Leaderboards. Okay, we can mark off leaderboards. We definitely have jump. The weapons don't look too unusual. Interesting. Hang on. If I go back a little bit. I don't think I saw health anywhere, but they might just have the UI turned off. Oh, hang on. There's no... I'm not sure if the hearts are health or if they're just collectibles, because they're kind of everywhere. Might be collectibles. I'm also happy to give trailer is less than a minute, because technically it goes to a black screen at the 57-second mark. And then just 3 seconds of fading out. So that is trailer less than a minute. We'll give that. Noel likes the floppy gun. There's a certain whimsy and charm to it, isn't there? Daniel, welcome! Finally not asleep by the time you stream. Yes, stay up late and ruin your sleep schedule. Solo, welcome. Did I... Oh, hey, lovely planet. Yes, indeed. Maple, hi, did I miss anything between leaderboard and 1 minute? My internet was lost. Oh, no. Between leaderboard and 1 minute, I think we also had jump in there. Oh, you're right. I didn't officially call less than 200 reviews, but yes, there are only 41 reviews, so we can definitely add that one in. Thank you for calling me out on that. You're called Bob. Welcome back. Have you missed much? No, we're just about to get into the first game, and we're doing the first round of bingo. So if you want to grab your bingo sheet and use the list in the top right to get everything marked off, you'll be able to catch up with everyone else. No one's got it yet. Demean, welcome. Hey, mate, I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hello, I'm also here. I think I can only stay for 1.5 games because my left eye is the most bloodshot it's ever been. Oh, no, mate. No idea what has caused that, but sleep is generally the best fix for it. Sleep and stay hydrated. That will always help with things. And if it does not disappear after 24 to 48 hours, go and see an optometrist in case you have an infection. Yikes. Yeah, that can be pretty nasty. Also, it might be just had too much caffeine or something. That can absolutely do it. All right, do we have anything else we can get here for the bingo? We do have full controller support. We don't have multiplayer. We do support additional languages, only in the interface. There's no subtitles. I get the feeling there's probably not many people talking in this game. We have more than 20 achievements. We've got 44. We have a developer website and a developer YouTube. Excellent. We get both of those for this one. And yes, we're calling... I think we missed it on there. Yeah, Maple. We also called related games are unrelated. Yeah, Alice, I agree. Don't wait if it gets bad. You always want to keep an eye out for that. Like, if it's just red and bloodshot, it could be that you're just sleep deprived or something like that. Or it could be an allergic not allergic reaction, but an allergy. It's like pollen or something like that. But if it is watery, oozy, itchy, go see a doctor sooner rather than later. Super Tony Tiger, welcome, mate. How you doing? Good to see you again. Have we had any updates? Let's have a look. We have indeed had some updates. A lot of updates, actually. Stretching all the way back to 2023. So I'm guessing that's still when it was in a demo. And then one in 2025. So game has been updated. We also have plenty of GIFs in the description, although they are tiny little GIFs made for ants. But otherwise looks pretty straightforward. Just telling us about the different guns. We've got Classic, Jelly, Tunnels, Tactical, Mountains, and Blink, which looks a little bit intense. But that's fine. We will give it a go. I'm sure it's going to go fine. I think that's everything we can get on this page. There's nothing listed about accessibility options. Gust is redeeming a free space. Ooh, they're coming in hot. Is the game suggestor in chat? No, we're looking for Maximum Cheese. They're not here. Romeo Greifenberg. Hello there, indeed. Oh, hello there. How are you doing, my friend? With the different guns count as equipment, unless you can unequip them, no. No, they will not. They are attached and part of the model. The GIF shows there's leaderboards. We saw that in the trailer as well. We've definitely got leaderboards. But you came in after the trailer. Apologies. Weird genre blend is what we're calling as the free space. Nice. Okay, so everyone can mark off redeem something. And weird genre blend. Gus, are you also calling bingo? False Spice, first time joining. Welcome. If you have questions about what the hell's going on in these streams, let me know. But Gust thinks they got a bingo, so we're going to verify this. Let's jump over and take a look, shall we? Here we go. Where am I looking? View cards. If only the game had very positive reviews. Well, more people need to get in there and review it. Mediate was, needed very or overwhelmingly positive, and you would have had that one. But here is Gust. They have called Store Page has GIFs, Weird Genre Blend as a free space, less than 200 reviews, Jump, and Dev YouTube in Store Page. You got it. That is a bingo. Congratulations, Gust. You have earned yourself 1 bingo point. Let me just go ahead and add that onto our tracker. Oh, why does it trust Gust? That makes way more sense. Trust me to get Gust wrong, apparently. All right. Maybe we need to make a new rule. If I misspell someone's name, that's what you have to update your name to. All right, we're going to be able to wipe the bingo board clean then. Thank you, Maple, for helping out with that one. And we can actually get this game purchased and jump into it. So I'm going to put you guys to holding screen for a second, but we might jump out of it early if this game doesn't take too long to download. So, and you can say hi to Stella, who decided to come and join us for a nap today. Any cat that's asleep is having a good time. Okay. Always happy when I can pick these up on a sale. It's the best time to be here. Anyway, background music for a second. If it works. Yes, there we go. All right. Oh, Spice, glad you're happy to be here. Do you know what we do in these streams? It's not a quiz question. You will not be marked on this. It's just more so I know whether or not I need to give you a quick explanation of what on earth is about to happen. Oh, there we go. Lovely Planet is download ready to go. Apologies. No Wordle for you today. You were quick on it, but nah. Not happening. Okay. That took literally seconds to download. How big was the file size? Let's have a look. That was less than 100 megabytes. That's why it was so quick. Perfect. Thought it was bust of Tony Soprano and not a statue. Oh, Lord. All right. Lovely Planet Remix. Let's jump in and take a look. We'll play for 30 minutes and decide what on earth we want to do. False person, I know you play bingo with unplayed Steam games? Pretty much, yes. Gus, can we get a redeem Wordle command? I mean, that's just a free space, isn't it? Or maybe you're meaning something that I'm not understanding. False Place, you are pretty close with it, yes. Basically, we've got a list of games suggested by the community, 200 or fewer reviews on each of them. They're on a wheel, we spin, we play it for half an hour, and we do a round of bingo at the same time. And at the end of half an hour, you guys decide through a vote if you want to see more of it, or just move along to the next one. Or redeem the ability to play Wordle. I mean, if you really, really want to... oh, my cursor is locked. Hang on one second. I can... actually, can I do it on here? Have I got it? Ooh, hang on. Give me a second. I'm going to put you guys back on the holding screen for just a moment. I can do this. I haven't done it before, but we can do this. There we go. Like, if we really want to, we can have like the Wordle up here as well. It would have to sit like probably over the chat, just so that we're not, you know, getting in the way of things. But there you go. If you just want to ignore the chat, we can keep the Wordle up while we're doing this. False Spice, you should put the cold bingo spaces on the side so we can keep up. We do. The bit in the text that you can see in the top right of the screen, where currently Maple has put a fun fact saying there's a giant statue of Tony Sopranos in the central train station of Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. That is normally where we list all the cold bingo tiles, but once someone wins bingo, we reset until we get to the next game. Fun fact, like chess, Wordle is solved. It is indeed. All right, so we have Remix available to play, and Remix Retro, and also apparently we do have controller support, but oh no, we do have some settings. There we go. Okay, settings, game, separate sound sliders, always a win, timer, nickname, profiles. Okay, that sounds fine. I think the music's at a decent level. Start timer, not yet. We're not in the game yet. Well, we can do some full screen. We can bump up the graphics. Every time I read SSAO, my brain immediately thinks it's somehow Sword Art Online with an extra S thrown in there. It's Swords Art Online. Yes, we will turn that on. Fantastic. And absolutely, I want some... Why is the field of vision so low? And why are you not explaining to me what the asterisk means? Alright, I might regret that, but let's see what happens. I have a feeling this is a game that's probably going to be better played with a mouse. You won the Wordle, that's enough? Okay, I'll take that off now. There you go, have the chat back. Alright. The space again, I have to chuckle. It should be different every time, but I don't know for certain. Maple just says, this is truly peak stream. Who needs chat when we have Eternal Wordle? Hey, look, if it's keeping you guys entertained, like, honestly, I feel like I've done something wrong if the Wordle is more entertaining than the stream itself, but I get it. It's like having Subway Surfers on the side. Maybe we should do that for the next stream. The little section down the middle where it says, like, follow a goal and we've got the tip jar, I'll take that out and put in there a little bit of Subway Surfers to keep you going. Veridati Game Dev, welcome. I know wrong stream, but I'm curious since I know you also do the Dev Sent Me Games one on how that actually works. All right, I'll answer that and then we'll get into the game. Basically, because I've got my email address linked on my YouTube page, I do occasionally get game devs who have seen my content reach out to me via email and send me keys for the purposes of hopefully reviewing their game and featuring it, because, you know, it gives them additional visibility, which is always a plus. Sometimes they just reach out and ask if I can play their game and don't send me a key, which is great. It's like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll play your game. I'll pay for it, but that just means I don't feel any restrictions on what I can say about your game. Not that I normally do anyway. But yeah, essentially these are just devs that have reached out to me and said, hey, can you have a look at my game, please, and thank you. And I'm upfront with them and I let them know, yes, I can, but it will go on a list and it's randomized, so I can't guarantee when it's going to be featured. But technically, yeah, any game dev can send me their game. And I always do verifying that it's not just random strangers sending me a copy of somebody else's game, because that would be a little bit challenging. False Post, I thought I would be surprised to see your face, but I'm not. You look exactly how you sound. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I am in the process of trying to get back into exercise and lose a little bit of weight as well. But hopefully then I will feel a little more myself. Alistair, how many games are on the wheel now? Around 360 something. Like, we could literally do 1 game per day for a year straight, and we'd still have games left. Maybe we'll make it a stream where every time you die in a game, you add another brain rot distraction. Like, it's first Subway Surfers, then you add slime videos, then you add Wordle, then you add Family Guy. Oh, good lord. I mean, we could do that, and then the game just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Alistair, do you do dev wheels more often? I prefer them more than regular streams. There's more quality games. I find they're actually more of a mixed bag doing the dev ones. I tend to do the developer streams about once a month. All right, let's get into this. Lovely Planet Remix. How do I actually start? I guess I go here, intro. All right, here we go. 30 minutes on the clock. We're just straight into it. There's no tutorial. I have 8.39 Q flashing at me, whatever Q stands for. I'm guessing I need to collect the hearts. Okay. It's giving me controller controls without... What? There's no double jump. There's no rocket jump. Alright, maybe I do actually need to do this with the controller. Hang on. Aha, X is reset. Gotcha. So this is the tutorial. Left, right thumbstick to look around. Got it. Right trigger is a shoot. Yep. Left trigger is jump. That's... Why is left trigger jump? That's a weird choice. Okay, whatever. We can try and make that work. Maybe it plays into the mechanics somehow. Maybe. Look at us go! And then there's just a random ramp. Also, apparently I don't collect the hearts. I am confused. But that's okay. The dev streams were how we got Bargalian and Regicide. I think the regular wheel has better games because generally if it's a person is submitting a game they found, it means they liked it. Dev just sends anything they have in the tank. Yeah, we've had some AI generated stuff that's made its way into the developer submitted streams and very little of it that's made its way into the regular ones. Hi, are you bad? Yes. Okay. You're not. Okay. Get out of here. I'm a little bit confused by the fact there's no cursor on screen. Okay. Well, that apparently counts as a death. Makes sense, I guess. Get out of here. Yeah, there's no aiming reticule, which is a little unusual for a first-person shooter. But also the amount of platforming they're introducing this early on is... Oh, okay. Blue ones are friendly. Gotcha. Don't shoot them. You shoot the... Oh, why is my gun wibbly wobbly? What? Oh, I hate that. That's so much harder to aim. It's gross. No, I hate it. That is... the most impractical idea for a gun I think I've ever seen. It's like an elephant's trunk trying to whoa! Oh, the momentum on the jump is weird. You can't change direction in midair. Okay. Okay. Can someone try and explain to me why a gun like this would be good? Yeah, it's flaccid. I hate it. Also, there's something over here. Star. Okay, so there's hidden collectibles as well. No! Oh god, the movement is very touchy. I can't quite explain it, and I'm pretty sure you can't really see it looking on screen, but there's a weird momentum to everything. Doesn't quite feel right. Okay, the star stays got. Good. And then we need to turn around and get those ones. I guess. I don't know if I actually need to kill everything. Listen, this gun is not good, but at some point in their life, every man starts losing performance. Like, it's an older gun. I believe there are meds for that. It's fine. Like, I'm not judging. Oh, shortcut straight away. Except, oh no, we don't need to kill that. It is that you just turn that way and then go up here. If the game gives me a choice of what weapon I can use, it definitely won't be that one. I can tell you that. Okay. So far... Oh, okay. There we go. Now we've got enemies that shoot back. I was wondering about that. Hit the friendly. Ow. Alright. Thank you for dying. Hey! Oh, son of a biscuit. I missed you, didn't I? Yep. Gotcha. Gotcha. That'll do it. Alright, so far so good. Yeah! Nailed it. I wish I knew what those little hearts were for. Okay, but what if I go this... No, there's nothing over there. What is this? Okay, I can't shoot while I'm jumping with this gun. Ugh. Alright, so far what I have to say is that, you know, visually, everything's pretty clear what's going on. Control-wise, it's pretty snappy and responsive, but the fact that I can't change direction in midair after jumping feels unnatural, but it probably just gonna take a little bit to get used to because it's different. Different is not bad, different is different. And you can adapt to anything with enough time. Okay. It seems to be very much a speed run and like optimization focus style game. Well, I guess we reset now. Okay. It's not, it's in this weird state where it feels polished and unpolished at the same time in a weird way. I'm not sure if you guys can kind of see that from looking at it. I might need to... Actually, can you guys hear the music properly? I can always turn up a little bit if we need to, because the music is honestly probably one of the best parts of the game. It's got real vibes to it. Hey, there we go. Right, you get out of here. You nearly got me. Also, it seems I can kill enemies by shooting their bullets. That's kind of unusual. Music's both funny and nerve-wracking. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. This is not their first game. They've definitely done more. They've got some interesting ideas, I think, with trying to take this approach to, like, speed running. It feels like they were like, oh, you know what, take something like Quake or Doom and put our own spin on it. Oh, there we go. But then they made it with controllers in mind, which is surprising because most of those games come down to precision that comes with, oh, keyboard and mouse. God, I can't shoot while jumping. That's where I'm kind of surprised to see that everything in the tutorial was speaking to controllers. Like, all the UI is like, yeah, controller this, controller that. All right. This, to me, feels like one of those games that has been created by someone who does not have graphic design as one of their strengths and is working within those limitations. And I think that's a good thing. This kind of showcases what you can do with simple graphics. Like, mechanically, this game is actually quite solid. Everything plays, other than the jumping physics, the way that you would expect it to play. Oh, okay, and now we're introducing ice. And I think we're running faster, and now I can move in mid-air, and I have a double jump, so that's probably why. Well, that's kind of odd. I'm glad they introduced new abilities. I was wondering about that. What? All right, let's run that back. Ow. For the most part, they place enemies where it makes sense. Like, you're turning that way, so there's the... Ah! Okay! Okay, that is actually just an explosion. Got it. You can die. You can die. Your turn. Go back down. think I need to duck down under that. Double kill. So there's a thing all the way out there. I missed. Wanted to see what it was. Oh, what a shot. We're getting better. I have to imagine there's a... Still too slow. What do I need to, like, double jump up over it, maybe? Nailed it. How close do I need to get? There we go. I think... Oh, is this the same? Yep. All right, they're dangerous. Got it. Okay. Yeah, 16.10Q, whatever that means. I mean, I got a PB of 21. I'm guessing maybe that's like the time trial time. Like that's the target time is 16. Jeez. I'm way too slow. Oh, new weapon. Okay. Oh. And the weapon changes how your jump works. Got it. So now my jump doesn't get air. It's just a dash. And I think my weapon range is shorter. Go back and get those guys. No, not like that. Yeah, I can't shoot their weapons, their bullets anymore. Okay, gotcha. Oh, and they actually take multiple hits. That's what's going on. I was like, I feels like I hit, but nothing happened. Gotcha. Turn. Got him. Oi. Come on. Aim. There we go. And there's a little bit of like lag time. All right, we did it. All 10 levels. Great. Now what? Oh, that was just the intro, and then we get to volume 1X. So what's going to be different there? So is this another 10? This is continuity. What do you mean? Is this... Wait. Okay, I've got limited ammunition now. Got it. And I think this is getting me to do all the levels in a row. I'm guessing that's what continuity means. I guess we'll see. Oh, I've got the stupid floppy gun again. Ugh. Okay, can't waste ammo. That was the wrong button. Right, so I've only got a certain number of lives. I see. Although that apparently was success when I died. You don't see that every day. Thank you, game, for being so generous. Is it just me? Does some of these level designs just feel like straight out of, you know, Nintendo 64? False Place Grab, try and get them to shoot one another. Oh, that was a good idea. I might try that next time. Orange, obligatory lurker message. Hell yes, you get those lurker messages in. Okay, it's letting me carry on. There's no platform there. Oh. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. When I've got this gun, my jump is literally just a leap forward. I'm not pressing forward. That is just jump. It's a set distance. That's why it was feeling so weird. God, this game takes all manner of twists and turns. Gotcha. Go. I wish I could say I did that on purpose just then. You know what? Let's go with that. Sure. I totally meant to do that. Check. Oh, I actually can't jump with this gun. Huh. That's so strange how the different guns affect your movement. I kind of like it as an idea. I'm trying to think if there's been other games that have actually done it better. I mean, in like Counter-Strike and stuff, I think the gun that you use does kind of influence your movement a little bit. Just why, like, when you've got the knife out, you run the fastest. Now I can't shoot their bullets with this gun, can I? Gotcha. Get out of here. Oh, just missed him. You. Okay, there we go. So, do I need to carry on with this? I'm getting a ton of stars, but I don't know why. I guess it's giving stars based on the number of bullets I've got remaining at the end of a level. Oh! Dodge that. Glad I remembered it was there. I forgot about that one though, didn't I? Can I do... Haha! Keep the momentum. I think I forgot about that one again. I think I have played better momentum-based shooters. I mean, in all honesty, I would say I even prefer the momentum of something like Mirror's Edge. I didn't move anywhere near quickly enough. I thought I had time to jump that. I don't know if any of you guys played Mirror's Edge back in the day. That game was absolutely incredible. And I'm sad it didn't get more recognition. Excuse me. Oh, you son of a biscuit. You did not just do that. I totally missed you, but that's fine. Gotcha. Dude, what? Okay. I swear I'm decent at games, and this one just hates me. Nah, it's not that bad. It is definitely all my fault. There we go. Come here. Thank you. Finally. That one's always giving me trouble. Full space dip and no worries. Hopefully see you again next time. Ooh, when we get to play some more weird stuff. There we go. Nope. Oh, this is a spot where I could potentially get them to shoot each other, right? Ow. I will say at least like the resets are really nice and fast. Okay, if I stand there for a second. Now that should have hit each other there, but I don't think it did. Gotcha. Gotcha. You. Come on. Oh, I just bumped into it. Okay, that was dumb. Hey, let's just go face tank this guy. I can't see what could go wrong there. Okay. But this one doesn't seem to be consuming ammo. No, thank you. Alright. But still got 63? 64? Yeah. So what was the difference? I don't think I quite understand how this game mode works. So this now just put me back to the start, hasn't it? Oh, shoot! Couldn't jump. You give me a double jump and then you take it away again. What am I meant to do? There we go. Yeah, we're back here again. All right, what's going on here? Let's quit out of this because we've definitely done that. Just continuity. Classic, jelly, tactical, blink. Okay, we haven't done blink. Are these new sets of levels or is this more of the same? We've done 0% of them. Is there only 10 levels? That's weird. What is going on here? What you thought was an ammo system was actually limited time. That makes more sense, for sure. Fuel Killer, how you doing, mate? Thanks for stopping by. Mamamoo, welcome as well. I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. Haven't been on Discord much lately, so I'm sorry if I didn't answer some of your messages at Fuchs. Aww. That's very sweet. Alistair, I forgot my game has licensed music in it, unless Graeldon's fine with the VODs getting muted. I honestly don't mind. The VODs don't get a huge number of views anyway, so if they get copyright issues, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to get a strike on my channel. It just means that I don't get monetized on it, and I don't exactly bring in much revenue anyway. We do these for fun, not to make money. What did I miss there? Sorry, just popping my head out of the corner store to tell you, to yell that Fuke is not here today. Bye, Crusaders. Made a promise to a friend. Fuke is sad. That's okay. You can't do everything all at once. Oh, sorry guys, 1 second. Pop the camera off for a sec. Yay, can't wait for hay fever to come back and kick my ass once spring gets here. It's already starting to get me. Alright, back into it. What I missed there? Jazzy, I'm guessing the remix has all weapons and the other modes have just one. That's what I'm assuming as well, because this does seem to be showing the different weapon types. So let's do a quick run through of Classic and see if there's different levels. It looks like there might be. Yeah, there's 12 levels here rather than 10 that we had before. So we should be able to hopefully cruise through these quickly. Gus, if these were for money, would have quit a long time ago. Absolutely. It's either that or I'm still sticking to the delusion that eventually I will be able to make this profitable enterprise. But I think that's a delusion. All right. So these are different levels. And I got 2 stars for that one. I got a blue one and a red one. What do they do differently? Not a clue. Oh, that's, I think, a problem. It's fine. Also, the music's different. It's got the same kind of beat to it, but it is different music. All right, I should leave that one up there because I have to jump up that way to get to the star. Yeah, this music's different. Let me up. Gotcha. And go. Why is there a giant fork in it? Who knows? It looks cool, though. Is there just a whistle there? Okay, that heart is misleading. I think I need to go this way. I feel like these would be cool if they were slightly more open-ended. So it's less about following a path with precision shots, hello, and sometimes a bit more about navigating to like find the optimal path. Weirdly enough, this is reminding me of a game that I actually played for the channel called 10 Second Ninja? No, wasn't 10 Second Ninja, that was the good one. It was the other something Second Ninja game. 10 Second Ninja was the 2D one that was actually good. Don't remember what the other one was called, but it was first person with ninja stuff. And it's similar concept, but this is just longer levels. Okay, gotcha. Someone will be able to correct me on what that game was actually called. I think we featured them all in the same video. Reminds me of Battle Hop Simulator? Trust me, nothing will ever remind me of Battle Hop Simulator. I really hope. That game was a nightmare and a fever dream all rolled into one. I still can't believe I somehow managed to beat that damn game. Oh, it was... The only word I can use to describe it in hindsight was horrendous. I had an absolutely awful time playing that game. The only reason it got like a thumbs up, like one of them got a thumbs up, was because it was better than the others and it was free. I was like, oh, I guess if you're good at like actual bunny hopping mechanics, you maybe will find something fun here. It was one of those like thumbs up with an absolute caveat on it. Gray, have you heard of Fractal Block World? Yes, I think we played it actually in one of these streams. So why did my screen just change color? Can I take hits in this one? Maybe. What's going on here? Hang on. It's another mechanic. But yes, I have played Fractal Block World. It was really interesting. Okay, what is killing me here? I don't think I'm getting hit. Is it something with that? Yeah, it was the apple. There's like a timed enemy. You have to shoot it before it hits the ground or you lose. Problem is it appears as you're coming around the corner. All right, well, let's deal with you. And then I missed. Get that. Come here. Got it. Okay. That's an interesting idea. I like it. Respect for adding in a new mechanic. Oh, you son of a... Just turn around and see an apple falling to the ground. Like, oh. Gotcha. All of those missed. No, I got him. Cool. Got it. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. And I also have to... Oh, that was a danger platform. You son of a gun, game. I was doing so good too. I am pleased to see new mechanics. Yay. I was worried we'd seen everything the game had to offer already. But we had not. Ah! I slipped. I watched a video actually on someone exploring Fractal Block World. It was really interesting because it goes way deeper than you think. There's like hidden boss fights and other mechanics that you wouldn't expect. Like, it's not just, oh, it looks like Minecraft. There's so much more to it. Also, I think there is actually a combo system in this. If you make accurate shots, like the little text that's coming out of them changes. I think if I don't miss enemies, like, conserve ammunition. Like if I'm accurate with shots, I think it builds up some kind of combo meter. How or what or why, I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I'm shooting their bullets. Ah! Okay, no, I'm just shooting their bullets. That's what's doing it. Come on. Got him. What? Come on! I should be better than this. There we go. Oh, that was clean. That was not. Oh, no, 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 no. Man, the difficulty in this amped up really quickly. Not gonna lie. Got it. Got it. Try and get the top one here so I've got somewhere safe to land. Get there. I didn't jump! Oh, I thought I had it! Getting excited about the fact that I was making progress. No, a little bit off. On both fronts. We got him. Yes! Come on. Make a safe space. Land! Got the apple. We got him. Yes! Okay, we did it. Richard, might be tricky to find that exact VOD unless there's tracking for when games have been played. 90% sure it was while I was working at the pizza place, so somewhere between August and April 2025. Quite possibly. On the main tracking spreadsheet, I did track the live stream games for a while, but I don't think it has all of them. So I don't know if it has that particular game in it. You can take a look and it might be there. Otherwise, I do from time to time go through and rename some of the VODs based on the games that are in it. I'm pretty sure that would have been on the list. Ah, there was an apple hiding behind that enemy. But I was thinking this was going to be a more cruisy level. I was wrong. Alright. I think what I can say pretty safely is if you're looking for a precision platformer first-person shooter, this game will probably scratch that itch because it's all about being fast, being precise, and building up those skills. You son of a gun. Thought I had that. I actually, for what it's worth, adore this mechanic of being able to shoot the bullets and that counting as killing the enemy. I think that's really neat. I don't know how you would work that kind of mechanic into something else, like a multiplayer title. Oh, I thought I had that for sure with the scatter shot I did at the end. I was like, one of those is going to get it. No, it was not. Come on. Yes! Where am I going now? All right, this way. There's going to be another apple soon, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. Yes! Oh, okay. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I say as I immediately fail. No, no, we're good. No! Ah. I still don't know what the hearts are for. They just seem to be cosmetic. I don't think you can even collect them. Yes. Go away. Good. Good. Oh, you son of a... Ah, I got shot. This one actually feels quite good. There's a good kind of flow to this level. I think there would be some interesting things to study from a game design perspective going on here as well, with like the way the levels are laid out, how they kind of tie mechanics together to create a flow. Okay. Got you, that got you. Oh. Missed it. Feel like they're very deliberate with the speed of the bullets from the gun as well, right? Like if they were too fast or too slow, everything would feel really off. You have to space things in a way that makes sense for the weapon that the player is using at that point in time. So they've been pretty smart about it, which I am not. Clearly. Son of a... Totally missed him. How did... What? Okay. Sure. If one of those has to hit. And I just backstepped into the bullet. As you can tell, bullets are magnetic. And so am I. And that's why we're having problems. There we go. That gotcha. Got him. Jump that. Got him. What's up here? Aha! We did it! And we're out of time. Maple, I think the hearts are to convince you that despite the fact that everything and everyone wants to queue in this game, the planet is, in fact, lovely. I think you could be onto something there. I want to say, the presentation style of the game is kind of goofy, but I get what they're going for. It feels very accessible, right? And it does look like there's a number of different unlocks going on here as well. So presumably if I get 100% in this, I unlock something else. So there's a decent amount of bang for buck right here. So while I share some final thoughts, let's hold a vote. So you guys can decide, are we going to continue playing or are we going to spin the wheel? Move on to something else. All right. Final thoughts. I mean, I think I've summarized it mostly through playing the game. It's a very mechanics forward game. And like I said, I think it's a great presentation of what you can do with minimalistic graphics and being able to have a kind of consistent art style that communicates how the game works while, you know, not outright telling it to the player. I think I missed something there. Evil Moondragon, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. It's like the game sets up the color scheme pretty early on of red things are there to be shot, blue things are not. So the fact that they even tie that into like the apples that are being thrown is just really great kind of like visual, not storytelling, but visual communication of mechanics. So I really like what they're going for with it. Mechanically, it feels solid. It's fun to play. I just don't think there's enough going on to capture the average like gamer, but this isn't targeted at the average gamer. This is targeted at someone who wants a challenge for their FPS skills and to kind of take it up to another level. It's a simple, cutesy looking game though, and I worry that that aesthetic is going to put off a lot of their target audience because a lot of people who are interested in precision shooters are playing things like Counter-Strike, or what's the other popular one these days called? Oh god, you would think I would know this. Team-based, it's not Overwatch, Valorant, that one, because that's very precision focused as well. Also, hot take, people will be able to tell me that I'm wrong on this, but Valorant is just Counter-Strike for people that like anime. Even Dragon forgot to log in. Hi. No worries. I just appreciate you being here. All right. The vote has closed. And we have decided that we are going to spin the wheel. Fair enough. I think this is a solid game. I think just before we quit, after we quit, before we spin for the next game, I want to double check what they said in the reviews down the bottom here. Like, a number of people have played this game and it was positive. I said, It's more Lovely Planet, which is already enough to recommend it. However, this time it comes with a bunch of different gameplay styles, like no shooting within the air or a noodle gun, and all of them do their job. Most of them are just fun. Jelly mode isn't exactly fun, but it does a good job of offering a challenge. Overall, it's the best and most polished and most difficult game in the series, and for $10, it's a steal. If this is the most difficult one, and I was managing to smash through the levels, I'm happy with that. I was worried that the other ones were going to be more difficult and they made some of these more accessible because it's a remix. All right. And Zorky, though, didn't like it. This is a frustrating review to write because at base level, this is More Lovely Planet. So it seems like More Lovely Planet is both good and bad. And I love Lovely Planet, but man, some of the obnoxious level design quirks that had started to bubble up in Lovely Planet 2 came to a full boil here and kind of ruined large swaths of the game for me. Okay. So it seems like the different game modes aren't for everyone. Some people are just here for the core vanilla weapon experience. And I can get that. It feels the most versatile when it comes to the level design aspect. Dan, I'm not sure about the anime part, but definitely a hero shooter. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Hero shooter version of Counter-Strike. It's got more of that anime aesthetic rather than going for realism is kind of more what I was going for. Valorant is Counter-Strike but bad and with malware, and yet it's incredibly popular as well. All right, game 1 done. Let's move on. We've got plenty more to play. Thank you, Maximum Cheese, for your suggestion. Enjoyed that one. Let's see what we're playing next. Game 2. Oh god, that was a long spin. We're going to be playing House of Rules on a 7x7. House of Rules comes to us from S. Garnell in January this year. Interesting. Okay. What is House of Rules? And before we get there, though, let's just remember to update our bingo to a 7x7. Hopefully this one's got some stuff we can get, or we might be screwed. Because that's a lot of tiles, a lot of squares that you need to get. Okay. House of Rules. Ooh, alright. Alright. Sky said 324 followers for the category for this on Twitch. Good amount of people there. Also, thank you, Sky, for updating the Twitch category. I do appreciate you doing that. That is a higher number than normal for our games. Congratulations! You're hired as a new waterer in Black Kiwa. Water the plants and we'll pay you 30G per hour. You'll never find any other job this generous. No, we're not hiding anything from you. If you just follow the work protocols and stay out of trouble, everything will be fine. The tags are puzzle, multiple endings, female protagonist, and story rich. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have horror in there as well. I mean, about the game. House of Rules is a horror puzzle game inspired by the creepypastas based on Rules, known as Neapolitan Ghost Story. Following the work protocol, solve various puzzles and riddles to reveal the truth hidden in the mansion. Alright, that's an interesting concept. Neo, what are you doing in this game? What's the Neo ghost story, huh? What's your story with ghosts? Alright. Don't forget to reshuffle boards. I did forget. Alright. Once again, Grail misses something important. There we go. That is now shuffled. Okay, Maple. I hope you are still here and at the ready. We can immediately mark off Grail forgets something or misses something important. We do have less than 200 reviews and we do have a very positive rating. Yep, they're on it. Thank you. Release date was after 2020 and the developer and publisher are the same. Chi the Cat. This is the only game they've made. So same developer and publisher and only released one game. Let's have a look at the trailer. There's two of them. This one is 1:24 and it's only in 480p. Love that for us. Welcome to Black Kiwa. Oh yeah, this is RPG Maker for sure. Meet the other workers. Ah, I was expecting you. Alexis the butler. Greta the cook.
People die, dear. That's just the way it is. Like I said, no one's in that room.
Sorry. Hang on. Was their name Colin the errand girl? Alright. Yeah, what's the name of this game? House of Rules. Okay, we've got an interesting cast of characters. A very basic cast. I think we can call this pixel art. Won't be any trouble if you just follow the work rules. 1. Do not touch anything. Ooh, a diamond necklace. Step 2, solve puzzles. Do not search for anything. Alright, we've got some puzzle solving. Do not question anything. Yeah, Colin's gender is very on point for Pride Month. Absolutely. Like, if that's what Colin wants to do, that's fine by me. Doesn't affect me at all. Okay, trailer is definitely more than a minute for that one. The other trailer is exactly 1 minute. But the trailer actually ends... Okay, this was the pre-release trailer. It ends around the 55-second mark. So we will give trailer less than a minute for that one. Orange, this reminds me of a certain mascot horror game, but I don't remember which. I say it doesn't feel mascot horror to me. It feels just horror. Some puzzle elements. Oh, Panda's doing a stretch. Oh, big stretch. You know what? We've done one game. You guys can have another treat. You get a crunch. Be happy with that. Solokisson, I mean, it could be Wolf RPG Editor, maybe. A lot of those get confused as RPG Maker, and as far as I know, nobody cares too much if you do get them confused, so it doesn't matter anyway. That is a nuance that I would not be able to detect unless the game engine shows up in the game. Mamu, it only lacks an E for it to be a girl's name, at least in France. Yeah, that's wondering if it was a type or something. But yes, Solo, absolutely. We can do a dialogue box. We don't appear to have health. I'll be surprised if we have jumping. I haven't seen any weaponry. I haven't seen an inventory. This is going to be a tricky one. This is going to be tricky. Orange said, yeah, search it up, being reminded of Mr. Hop's Playhouse 2. I will have to trust you on that one. I've never heard of that game before in my life. Evil Moon Dragon says, nice cat, thank you. This is Panda, named because, you know, the obvious. She's black and white, or white with black spots. And this is Stella, and she's just having a little nap right here. She's pretty. Although Panda's going to be a bit miffed because technically the bed that Stella is in at the moment is hers. The trailers don't necessarily show off a death screen, so who knows about that? Yeah, no, we haven't seen much yet. Now, let's see what else we can get from the store page. It says this is similar to The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and Undertale. Now, I could see the vibes with Undertale, definitely not with Witcher Wild Hunt. So we're going to say related games are unrelated. It is only single player. It doesn't mention controller support. It does support an additional language. It's in Korean. We have more than 20 achievements. There are 40. We have a developer YouTube, but no developer website. Has the game been updated? Yes, it has been updated multiple times back in 2020. No updates since then. Developers describe the content like this: blood, violence. Oh dear. Okay, parody and streaming guide. House of Rules strictly bans game unpacking and game modification. Okay, I had no intention to do that. Fan art, cartoons, and parodies are allowed as long as the source is indicated non-commercial and does not damage the original. Full version, no limits for making and uploading videos or streaming, even containing the endings 19 and 20, so multiple endings. Early access version, no limits to live stream. Please mention this in early access version. Please mention our Steam page and the version number when uploading a video of our game. Well, this is the latest version. And, ta-da! Steam page! We did it! The game is more than $10, usually. It's $11.50, but it is on sale down to $3.45. So this time we are going to go to the holding screen. You guys can enjoy some music, do a Wordle, because that will count for the bingo for sure. I'm going to get this purchased and installed. Yeah, it's a lot of endings. So I feel like there's been a lot of care that's gone into the mechanics and kind of the writing in this game. It'll be interesting to see if the gameplay holds up. I did miss Unique. Oh, I did miss Unique. You're right. Have the game suggester in chat? No. I actually have no idea who S. Garnell is. This is the first game of theirs that I believe we've featured. I will double check the for Unique. Did we miss Unique anywhere? Let's see. No, Unique is... Oh, hang on. Yes, it is there. It's under features. Puzzles and riddles, 20 collectible endings, shocking twists, and unique characters. So yes, we do get Unique in the store description. Let's see what the file size is. It's finished installing, so it's ready to go when you are. Just gonna get the word all done and we'll play. House of Rules is a whopping, bigger than I thought, 524 megabytes. That is half a gig. Unfortunately, we needed a whole gig. Got halfway there. I can't give you 50% of a bingo tile. It's not quite how this works. Oh, you know, Maple, I'll give that. Multiple endings. Sounds like branching narrative. Absolutely. We can go ahead and put in shart. And why is that one letter away? No. That's nuts. And now I can't see that as any word other than shart. What is that meant to be then? Solo found S. Garnell. They have only one message in the Discord and it seems to have only added this game. Oh, there we go. Smart, of course. I am not smart. I was fixated on the shart. Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. You guys need to see this. She's making biscuits. And we have a biscuit supervisor. Oh my god. Too cute. Are you a sharp fella or a smart fella? Haven't heard that one for a while. Alright, let's get into it. House of Rules. I'm actually kind of excited. It also says controllers are not supported, so we're definitely not getting controller support. It does launch in window mode. That's a developer logo. And that's a tutorial. Alright. It does shart count for chat makes the game funnier. Hey, Wordle is a game. You made it funnier. Yeah, go ahead and mark off chat makes the game funnier. Good call out, girl called Bob. You can have that one. Your cat looks grumpy. That's her default face. Panda always looks grumpy unless you're actively patting her, in which point she looks much happy. Oh, what the? Oh, she's not doing it again. The back leg was going. It was just lifting up out of the bed. No? Not going to do it again for us? Fine. Just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh, no, it's time to leave. Okay. Fine then. Unfortunately, far down as I can tilt this camera. Leave that open for a second, see if she comes back in. Okay, movement is arrow keys. Z to select or enter or space, or do I need to do all three at once? There's commas, not plus, so I'm guessing it's either or. Yes, we got defaulted to windowed mode for sure. What's the quality of this tutorial? I mean, it looks okay. Q for full screen. All right, we do have full screen mode, and X or escape for menu, but just not yet. Headset is recommended for smooth gameplay. Normally you see things that say like headset is recommended for an immersive experience. I've never seen headset is recommended for smooth gameplay. Game does not support mouse control. I mean, that's fair. I wouldn't expect it. Smoother jump scares. All right, we do have options. We have brightness. Okay, adjusts with arrow keys up or down. Quitting the game will reset the brightness. Doesn't give me any indication of what it should look like, so we're just gonna go with that. Keyboard. We do not have rebindable controls. Bad news. And then we just... Oh, we've got credits. We found the credits. It is not a solo dev. The music is not an OST. Music and sound effects are all from a variety of sources. Multiple plugins. Yanfly, I feel like I've heard before. I'm pretty sure that's an RPG Maker thing. And then they've got 6 people for the graphics. Interesting. Yanfly, definitely RPG Maker. Yeah, see, I'm learning. I'm learning stuff. There we go. Secretly a rhythm game? I mean, it might be, but yeah, there's no graphical options, no resolution settings, no volume sliders. This is all we get. I don't know if we're going to be able to get bingo on this one. We might have to stretch a few things and use up some free spaces, I think. Okay, now just for the record, Panda has come back in after having a snack and is just sitting ominously. I swear, if I ever don't show up to a live stream, it will be because I have somehow offended Panda and she's just choked me out in my sleep. Richard, you jumped back into RPG Maker recently for a project, was really getting into it, but I put off my work for the studio to do it, and now the meeting is in an hour and a half. You kind of need to keep an eye on that. Work does need to take priority. All right, 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Yeah, she's just standing there, menacingly. Blinded by desperation, we sacrifice anything possible to achieve the impossible. But if you achieve it, it's not impossible anymore. So was it ever actually impossible, or were you just thinking too small? That's the real question. Orange, this is available on itch, so more than one platform. Okay, we've had this question pop up. I'm going to pause the time just for a second. So I think we need to come up with a decision as a community on how to tackle this. We said, normally when we say is the game on more than one platform, we're referring to like PC versus console versus handheld or mobile or something like that. So do we, I think going forward, let's just make a blanket ruling, because I think we sometimes have, sometimes haven't counted it. What do we think? If it's on itch, do we want to count that as being on a separate platform? I'm open to it because there's not usually a lot of crossover between the two. Platform theoretically means device. That was the way that I intended it when I wrote it. But for example, if it was on Steam and Epic, that's kind of whatever. Those are both just game distribution sites, right? But itch is different. You don't find most mainstream games on itch. It's more indie focused. Evil Moon, do we count Steam / Epic Games / itch as separate platforms? They're not devices, but I consider them separate. Sky says, I think it should count only itch though, since it's quite a different PC front to Steam, Epic, GOG, etc. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Gust on itch as long as it has separate downloads for mobile versions. I wonder if that's getting a little too niche. Mamu, I mean, yeah, why not? For smaller indie games, it might give one more tile. Yeah, all right. I think let's go with that ruling then. We will count itch as a separate platform, but we will not count Epic, GOG, or Green Man Gaming, or any of those other mainstream distribution sites. Like, if I can find a AAA game on it, it doesn't count. But so we'll count itch as a separate platform, and otherwise we're meaning it's on a different console. But I think that feels fair. Or add a tile for more than one storefront. Well, that would be even more vague, right? If we put in more than one storefront, then that would mean that Epic Games would count, because that is a different storefront. So I think if we leave it as we'll count itch as a platform, then I'm comfortable with that. In which case, you can go ahead and mark off that tile, because it was found, it's on itch. Does Game Jolt count? This is pretty similar to itch, but I also don't think there has been a single game on there so far. No, I don't think we'll count that. We'll leave it as itch, and if we need to in the future, we can revisit it, but we'll leave it as is for now. McAster, hello, welcome indeed. Thank you for stopping by the stream today. How you doing? The Furry Protocol wasn't Game Jolt. Oh my god. I didn't even remember that, to be honest. Jeez, but yeah, that's pretty rare for that to happen. So I think we'll address it when it comes up. I think that's probably the fairest way to do it. We'll make a call as the community if it counts or not. All right. Anyway, let's carry on with the game for now. We've come to a decision for this one. That's what matters. So blinded by desperation, we sacrifice anything possible to achieve the impossible. Got it. We're meddling with things we shouldn't. Recruitment, Sunday, October 17th. 48 pages in 4 sections. Again, this section of the newspaper. You know, this section for crematorium recruitment. My savings are running out, and I'm in big trouble with my bills. They're coming for me, those bills. I should really get a job this week. If only it were that easy. You know, if only there wasn't a whole process. Ooh. This is nice. I would count this as a cutscene, by the way. This is not interactive gameplay. It is just flowing from section to section. Uncle Freddy's looking for a new exotic dancer. Get your booty to the pole. Dancing is not my area of expertise. What about over here? Cleaning service. Dishwasher needed. 6 months probation period at minimum wage. Yeah, probation period. They're obviously hiring minimum wage workers every 6 months. Receptionist, full-time job, 72 hours per week, lunch break 12 to 12:20. Look at those hours. Haven't they heard of employment laws? Female under 30, secretary required, preferred humorous enough to understand jokes, pretty smile, red hair. I can see it's not a secretary they want. This writing so far, pretty on point. Staff wanted, graveyard shift, 9 PM to 6 AM, simple indoor care and chores, room and board will be provided. Great starting pay, 30.00 G per hour. Gee, I wonder how much that is at the Black Kiwa Mansion. I'm not going to give overlapping text because this is a dialogue box on top of text. Like, there'd be not really any other way to do it. So I think that's fine. If it was overlapping within the graphic itself, that would be a problem. Does a newspaper count as a diary/log? Not quite, but I suspect we may find one in the game. Hi, Panda. I can't give you attention right now. I'm kind of busy. But well, you're not patting me, so I'm just going to rub against the corner of the door. So weird. I love her, but she's weird. This one's new. I'll just zoom in my eyes a little bit closer. This is me. I like to walk in the rain without an umbrella. You. This is not me. This is you. No. Should have seen this coming. So, just so you know, this is now all of you in the chat. You are in game. You. This is it. Indeed. This is a mansion with an owl with a clock face. What a huge mansion. So people do live in a place like this. Damn. No time to waste in this pouring rain. I'd better get in. Use arrow keys to move. Enter space or Z on objects to investigate. Enter space or Z on the door to get in. Oh my god, it opens. Oh. Okay, movement is weirdly unresponsive because the tiles are bigger than they look. I'm sure we'll get used to it. Also, is that a pentagram in a tree? Tree with a strange pattern. Yeah. Very strange. Can I interact with anything else? Stone bench. Statue of an owl with the face of a clock. A fountain. Oh my god, it's the first time I've ever seen one of those. The door doesn't seem to be locked. We will absolutely knock. It's only polite. I'm here for a job interview. Nothing. The thunderstorm's too loud. Okay, we will... I'm just gonna leave. You know what? No one's home. It's time to go. Don't want to be late for the interview. We wouldn't survive in a horror movie, would we? Fine, I guess we'll enter. Hello? I'm here? Please don't kill me. Yeah, like the railroaded guys we are. You're right. You guys don't get a choice in this. Why are the lights off? I can barely see anything. What? What was that? I swear I just saw something. Huh. I was expecting you. Welcome to Black Key. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. It is 3 o'clock, apparently. Those 3 chimes. It's 3 o'clock. Hi, Jolintsny. It's 1:37 a.m. for me. I'm about to pass out. Want to stick around for the full stream? My brain is mushed. No, get some rest. You can always catch up on the VOD later. And pretend you were here the whole time. Oh, there we go. We get full... Big Panda now. She's back in her bed. So, go get some sleep. Well deserved. Looks like he fell out of the Victorian era. I think this is a woman. Maybe it could be a man just with his hair tied back. Kind of hard to tell. They're androgynous. Let's go with that. Oh, thank God. I couldn't catch a cab, so I ran all the way from the station. Glad I made it on time. You ran all the way here from the station? Through this heavy storm? How impressive. Thank you, ma'am. Aha! We have agenda. There we go. Or perhaps I am mistaken? They didn't respond, which is concerning. So, when will we be starting the interview? I don't think we will need one. Excuse me? We have been looking for someone just like you to work for Black Kiwa. I will prepare the employment contract right away. A fine job with a generous salary, but no interview? Rather fishy. What did I do? I'm so tempted just to leave. Like, everything about this is fishy. It's like, this is not worth it. This is how we die. But fine, we'll sign the contract. Your name. Now we have overlapping text. The M and the E are overlapping because they got the spacing wrong on the letters. Should I call this character Chat? Should this be chat or should this just be Larry or Grail? What do we want, guys? Let's be named Dead Chat. I mean, as much as I like the name, that does feel like commentary on the nature of this stream. Dead Chat. It fits. First name Dead, last name Chat. We go by our surname most of the time. There we go. Orange Jamming is redeeming a free space. What are you redeeming, Orange? Everyone gets to mark off redeem something. Oh yeah, please, I want to be called Chat. Purchased by Steam Friend and bingo. Ooh, okay. Let's pause the timer. Have a look. Where are we here? Few cards. Orange might be coming in. Hot with some points. Mediate was getting close, just didn't get the gifts. I didn't lose it. Maple needed a few more on there. Sky, a bit rough. Where is... That was Mamu, Solu, Girl Called Bob. Oh, you're having a rough time, Girl Called Bob. Jazzy was doing alright, but still needed 2 or 3 in any direction to get something. Orange Jamming, though. Let's have a look. Yes, it is kerning, Girl Called Bob. I was going to say it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if anyone else in the chat would know what kerning is, so I'll just call it spacing between letters. Alright, so Orange has got on sale. Game has been updated, developer logo, less than 200 reviews, chat makes the game funnier, text overlapping something, and free space purchased by a Steam friend. That is bingo. Well done. Now, because that was a 7x7, you do get 3 points for that one. So, Orange, that moves you from 1 point to 4 points and jumps you right up the leaderboard. Congrats on that one. For anyone that has joined in and is like playing along with these for the first time, these points accumulate until the end of the month. So the next stream that we do will be the first stream for July, and each point counts as 1 entry into a prize draw for a chance of winning some Steam funds. Always good. Also, Bob's just fun. No worries. I'm going just Bob. Bob, have you played RuneScape? Because I need to know if you sell axes. And if you haven't played RuneScape, that joke will make absolutely no sense. Mostly because it's also not that funny in the first place. But you might know what I'm talking about. Maple, now that the Jews are done, I'm going to disappear for 20 minutes because I just can't handle horror games at all. No worries, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Listen for your name being called out at some point. Alright, let's get the timer going again. Alright, pleasure to meet you, Dead Chat. My name is Alexis, and I'm in charge of the management of this mansion. Hello, Alexis. Why do you have one big eye and one small? Oh, I shouldn't ask that. I should not ask that. It's getting late. You should get some rest for the night. Let me show you to your room. Okay. I thought I was meant to be working overnight. That's kind of my job. Yeah. Can use this journal. Got journal. Not got a journal, just got journal. To be productive, it is very important to keep track of time. You may start writing a daily log. We got it! There we go. There was the diary / log. Knew we would find one. A daily log in your journal from now on. In some places, there are statues of an owl with a face of a clock. You can save game. Not save the game, there's typo. Save game by writing a daily log, pressing enter space or Z on them. Record the time. Right. I mean, that's a cool way to do save points. I like it. Good. Now, this is the key to your room. Got room key. Items are stored in the journal, not in inventory. We store them in the book. Got it. Items can be used by pressing enter, space, or Z. Open the journal and use the key to unlock the door. Okay. Open the journal, pressing that. Protocols? Open the journal and use the key in front of the door to unlock. Item. And key. Oh, I've put the workplace protocols in the second section of the journal. If you get caught violating any part of it, you will be fired immediately. Be sure to keep that in mind and memorize the protocols by tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. Alright. Sweet dreams, Dead Chat. Neat room. Better than I expected. Alexa seemed quite strict about the work protocols. I may as well take a look. Okay, I will read the protocols. I can't read any of that. But there's... they are actually numbered correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 different rules. Okay. For a safe and peaceful working environment, please abide by the workplace protocols below. In the protocols, there are no sub-items such as 1-1. If you see one, it is to be ignored. Interesting. Didn't expect the list to be this long. Guess it'll be fine to read it tomorrow before work. It's time for bed. No, I want to read it now. Maybe one of the rules is don't sleep in the mansion. Let me read it. This seems to be the same. Okay. I'm not allowed to read it yet. Fine. Well, I have a random door. Okay. Well, time for bed. I'm sure nothing's going to happen to us in the middle of the night. You took off my... That is not how grammar works. Reading that sentence out loud just did my head in. You took off my wet clothes and went to sleep. That's a sentence. All right. A marionette! A dead marionette! I see. I don't see any more. My tears bleed. Blood, scratch. Oh god. Imaginative. I like that. Yeah, Bob, absolutely. Someone's struggling with writing second person for sure. Right, day 1, evening shift, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Look, sometimes I can overlook poor writing if everything else around it is fine and you can still understand the meaning of what's being said. It's not the end of the world. What a nightmare. Feels like I haven't slept at all. To pull myself together, though, it's time to read the work protocols. You know, it's what I love doing first thing in the... Oh, no. So I'm seeing a slight problem. Where did it go? Did someone tear it out of my journal? Who could have done such a thing? Just got hungry in the middle of the night. Thought it was some crisps. All right, let's look around the room. Maybe I can find out what happened. I mean, there's a thing on the wall here. List of employees: Alexis, butler; Ruth, engineer and gardener; Greta, the cook; Pam, the housekeeper; and Colin, the errand girl. Jane K is not on that list, so it must just be a member of the household. Who could this be? Well, I think they're Jane K. Just got a hunch. Laundry basket. Raincoat and bag hanging on the coat rack. I can... Oh, I got a hanger. Okay. Empty trash can. And a plant. Oh, can I leave? Search the room. Oh, the only other thing is this door. Oh, it's my bathroom. Too dark to see anything. That's not a great light. Window. Oh. Wooden frame of the window fell off. The edge of the window glass is sharp enough to cut something. I'm sure we'll need that later. That is a toilet. Fantastic. Oh. Well, I love knowing that that is literally in the room next to me. What do you mean? I've searched the room. What else do you want from me, game? Packed with, unless I search the bed. Oh, something's under the bed. I see. Too far to reach by hand. Well, I guess I need to use one of the items that I have. Hanger. What is it? It's a bee? Heart-shaped pendant. A bee is carved in the middle. Looks really old. What? Heart pendant. Found a piece of torn paper. Oh, okay. Rule number 1. Remain at your post. Do not wander outside of your area of duty. 1-1. And they said we can ignore these. The path shall open to those who seek it. Explore every area possible. This is my work protocol. Wait a second. Didn't it say there were no sub-items? In the protocols, there are no sub-items such as 1-1. If you see one, it is to be ignored. So, should I ignore the sub-item 1-1? But if it is to be ignored, then why is it written here? It's a very weird way of writing rules, not gonna lie. I better get going now. Don't want to be late for my first day of work. Check the game progress and collected endings in the protocols menu of the journal. The game progress is updated each time you discover a protocol piece. Can we leave now? We can. I don't think we can open... Let's have a look. Can we open the pendant? That's a solid no. Alright, well, we'll save now that we've gotten through the first little bit. Problem is, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. There's a scribble on the wall. I love my family. With 2 L's. Written by a kid then. Small side table with a drawer. There's a peculiar pattern on the top plate. I'm gonna leave it. I shouldn't touch anything that's not mine. Laundry room. It's locked. Okay, that's not where I want to be going then. I don't appear to be able to sprint. Good evening, dead chat. Oh. You're right, the person in the picture did look a little bit like the MC Rainfall at Nightfall. There's similar vibes there for sure. Daniel, time to become a baked bed sausage? I've never heard that saying before, but that sounds like a chill time. Good evening, Alexis. I hope you had a good rest. Have you read the workplace protocols? I've technically read one of them. Well, about that. Dead chat. Yes? I despise the ones who do not keep promises. If an applicant is late for an interview, I send them back without a second thought. So please, be sure to follow the protocols no matter what. There will be no trouble if you do so. I'm going to tell the truth. Actually, I have something to tell you. I'm afraid I've lost the work protocols. Excuse me? I found the paper torn out during the night. Are you saying that someone went through your belongings while you were asleep? I'm not trying to blame anyone. Just saying, I think it's unfair to take it all on me. I'm sorry, dead chat. I have no choice but to ask you to leave. What? Wait, it's just a piece of paper. If you give me one more chance. The importance of keeping promises cannot be overstated in Black Kiwa. You had your chance. I want no more excuses. Goodbye, dead chat. Woo! We failed the game, but at least we didn't die. Lies that build are better than truths that destroy. Alright, well, we beat the game. 7% completion. Go us. What a game. Man, I wonder what kind of, like, story that was trying to tell. Hard to say. Alright. Well, now we know we need to lie. Kind of figured that would be the right choice, but I wanted to see what would happen. Like, they're so big on following protocols. It was like, well, maybe one of the protocols is tell the truth. Hey, we've seen this before. Yes, no, send them back. I'll follow the protocols. I will tell a lie. Oh, don't worry, I have them all in my head. I was right about you. You are the person who keeps their word. By the way, have you seen an old pendant that has the shape of a heart? Yes? It is very important to me. Thank you, Dead Chat. Now, shall we keep working? Yeah. Sure. Love the ambience. Dead Chat, your duty in Black Kiwa is watering the plants indoors. That's all? Yes, that is all. Okay. Do you see a couple of flower pots below? Not over there, but like below. Look at your feet. Do you see flower pots? No? Good, because they aren't there. It was a trick question. Why don't you give it a try? You can water plants by pressing Enter Space or Z in front of them. Okay. Ta-da! Watered the plant. Did good. One over here as well. I am so good at my job. So good. Found a torn piece of paper behind the flower pot. Oh, it was another protocol. Rule number 2, do not touch other employees' belongings without their permission. If you must borrow something, distract them first. Why is this here? Don't tell me other pieces are hidden elsewhere in this mansion. A Dead Chat. Is there a problem? No, everything's fine. Great work. Now, you may go have your meal in the dining room before you start working. I thought I was already working. It would be nice of you to get acquainted with the other employees on your way. There are 4 more people working in Black Kiwa. Pam, Colin, Ruth, and Greta. What about Jane K? I beg your pardon? I saw a picture of her on the drawer in my room. May I ask who she is? She is the owner of this mansion. We call her Lady Jane. For now, ye should have your meal. I will tell you more about her later. Better check on other areas in the mansion. Perhaps I could find more work protocol pieces. You can find torn pieces of workplace protocols by pressing Enter Space or Z, or objects. Crucial evidence and plots of the story can be revealed by talking to the workers. Dialogues are replaced after certain events. Past dialogues are inaccessible once the next dialogue is triggered. Okay, so things are missable. Yeah, implies Alexis isn't an employee because he touched the pendant. You're right. Okay. I didn't mean to put it down there, but that's fine. You've saved. Music box. Dolls in red hats are fixed on it. Cabinet. Oh, I love a good cabinet. Silk sofa decorated with jade. Is that a thing that I've just never heard of before? What is jade? Jade. Oh, thank you, AI. Because your query is brief, it looks like you're either looking for a music artist, a dialectal German word, or accidentally submitted an incomplete search. I think it's meant to be like jade? Maybe? That's... I don't know what that's supposed to be. Jade is the color, but why would it be capitalized? What a typo to leave in. Fireplace. Peculiar patterns and growth. That's the same pattern that we saw, I think, on the tree outside. Okay. Does this take me back outside the mansion? Why don't you look around the garden after the meal? Okay. You're fine. I will follow your advice. Oh. There's a ring on the floor. Greta. I should... Nope. Oh, I should not have picked that up. Statue of a head. Statue of a head. Picture of grapes. Statue of a head. Statue of a head. This could be a dining table with a weird pattern on it. A huge dining table with a peculiar pattern. I'm sensing a theme here. Cups are orderly displayed in the cabinet. Dolls. Ah, I found a plant to water. Oh, look at me go. I'm doing my job. Hi, Greta. How you doing? Hi. Oh, my sweetie, you startled me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm the new waterer. Call me Dead Chat. I'm Greta. I'm the cook of the Black Kiwa. That's... But she seems fine. Yeah. Jade could be capitalized like that because it's like a name. But yeah, I think it's meant to be Jade, for sure. Even Moon Dragon, so far my impression of this game is that it's trying to have the sort of vibe of Undertale with it checking everything, but it feels more forced than Undertale with some of the literal railroading so far. Yeah, I feel like it's meant to kind of start opening it up around now. I heard it's your first time working in a mansion. Feel free to ask if you have any questions. Ask about the ring. Do you know whose ring this is? You know, the one that says Greta on the inside? That is my wedding ring. Thank you for finding it. Okay. Why'd you put it in there? But don't mind my dear. I was going to throw it away anyway. Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you've got a happy marriage. Tell me when you're ready to have your meal. Can I take the ring? That is a fancy looking trash can. Would you like to have your meal? Let's have a conversation. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. It has finally found its place. In the trash. Your husband is dead. Long ago. It's been great talking to you, Greta. We'll leave the fish. There's a plant in here. Gotta water the plant. I'm doing my job. Can I do it more than once? Nope, been watered enough. Ugh. Well, that door leads to the pantry. You're not allowed in there, my dear. Okay. Thanks, Greta. Lovely to meet you. What's down here, then? Okay, it's just a little sitting room. Okay, well... I'm guessing we need to trigger this. It still feels pretty linear. Let's have a meal. The horse needs to simmer for a while. Have you met with the other employees? No. Okay, fine. We'll go explore the mansion and then we'll have a meal. Got it. Looks fine. Over this way. Oh, hi. Colin? Hey. Hi. I'm Dead Chat. I'm the new waterer. I'm Colin. I'm the errand girl of Black Kiwa. I have no soul. Look at my eyes. I'm dead on the inside. And how old are you, Colin? Why do you ask? You seem a little too young to be working. Aren't your mummy and daddy worried about you? But Colin don't have mummy or daddy. I'm so sorry, Colin. I shouldn't have... Oh, don't be sorry. It's okay. Colin's fine. We speak in the third person. Got it. Door that leads to the backyard. No, we'll leave that alone. Water the red rose. Where are you going? Aren't you hungry? Okay, all right, maybe we'll go out to the backyard then. Sure. Go to the backyard. Timer is over. I just want to see what's out here. Hi. Ah, you're the new girl Lexus was talking about. I'm Ruth. I fix things around here. I bet she's ruthless. Or maybe when she dies, we're ruthless. You're in charge of the maintenance of the whole mansion? That's amazing. Lady Jane must be grateful to have you. I'm the grateful one here. If it wasn't for her, my head would be long gone. What did you just say? Tell me if something needs repairing. Oh. Okay, bye. Hey, kid, go eat first. First we eat, then we do everything else. Yeah, how do you speak in red? Wild. Alright, we're gonna hold the vote here. We didn't quite get as far into the game as I was hoping. It's a little slow to go, so here's the poll. It's open. You guys can choose if you want to see a little bit more of this or if we want to move on to something else. I mean, technically, we did finish the game in our half hour. What I will so far say just based on first impressions is that this game's clearly had a lot of care going into building the atmosphere of the game. The writing is a little lackluster, but the vibes are here. I'm still curious about where this is going. Like from what we saw in the trailer, there's like chase scenes and puzzle solving and like little interactive things. I just kind of wish it was a little bit faster to get there. And that's always the challenge with these kind of horror things, right? Like horror games, you don't want to front load too much of it because then everything you do later kind of loses its impact because you've shown your cards too early. And I feel they did a little bit of this here with like the initial jump scare, the thing in the mirror. Like we should be focusing more on the unsettling stuff first than the jump scares. So this definitely feels like a flawed indie project. But it's probably one that could get a bit of a cult classic following if the writing holds up. Which, given it had a very positive rating, I assume it must. It's just a shame it's got a bunch of typos and things that we already found in the first half hour, because that will put people off the game. The poll has closed. It was 7 votes to 6 in favor of spinning the wheels. That was a close one. Was close. Sorry, everyone that wanted to see it to continue. Not happening today. Nearly. And now someone's going to make a 6-7 joke, I'm sure. Actually, no, I think we're more mature than that here. All right. I will find a spot to throw down a save. Just because that feels worthwhile. This one has made me curious. I don't think I'm going to go back and continue playing it. But I like what they're doing, and it's at a pretty reasonable price. So if you're the kind of person that enjoys these horror experiences, you'll probably find something to like here. Alrighty. That brings us to the end of that one, though. So we've got one more game to play today. We've got enough time. Panda, you're good. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing next, shall we? Someone might need to ping Maple as well, let them know the horror game's done. They can come back. All right, we're going to be doing a 5x5. We're going to be playing Raindrops. Raindrops comes to us from Gust. This was February this year. Hopefully everyone watching uses stereo, not mono. All right, well, you've got time to check your sound settings before we get into it then. Also, I think Gust might still be in the chat, which means we'll get a bonus point. Now, we do need to change this back to the 5x5. This will be the last bingo round available for everyone. Go. What's that standing for? What's what standing for? Or the 6-7 thing? Oh, it doesn't stand for anything. 6-7 stands for absolutely nothing. It's just a phrase that caught on, and it's brain rot. It's absolutely meaningless. It's just a thing people do. Yeah, Gust insane luck strikes again. It took a while before we got anything from Gust, and now that we've started getting Gust games, we get lots of them. Let's see if I've managed to improve my rhythm skills any further, shall we? Welcome back, Maple Treeway. All right. We also didn't die in the previous game. It was fine. We didn't get far enough through it. We did beat the game though. You missed out on that. Isn't about some sport guy's height? I think that's where it started, but it then became absolute nonsense. Thank you for the reminder. Need to scramble and clear all the cards. Once again, Grail misses something important. I don't know how I keep forgetting to do that. Right, let's see what we've got. Raindrops is a stereo rhythm game played with your mouse. Notes will be poured from both sides, and the sound will wave towards the direction of successful hits. Move your mouse, click with both buttons, even scroll to take care of these notes. That's an interesting concept. Yes, this will be the last game for today. So we have very positive reviews as the average score. So that is a tile for us there. We've got less than 200 reviews, and the release date was the 24th of April 2020. So it's technically after 2020. Developed by Pooble and published by Psychoflux Entertainment. Are they different? So Pooble has done more than one game. They also have done Mirai and Rote Square. Interesting. Seems to go for a very minimalistic style. Psychoflux is a full publisher by the look of it. I don't recognize any of these straight away, although Buy Sell catches my eye. So it doesn't appear to be in English, but it looks like Reciteer, but in first person, and Reciteer is a fantastic game. Low-level hunters, condominium, no exit, eloquent countenance, and reloader. I don't know if anyone here recognizes any of these. Echoes of Forgotten Dreams, Dead Cat Bounce. Looks like an RPG Maker game. Finger Dance. Oh yeah, that looks like a Gust style game for sure. There you go, one for you later, Gust. Finger Dance, have a look at it. It's got more than 200 though, so you can't submit it here. Noah and the Sea, Town of Downpour, Gravity Castle. I mean, these intrigue me. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Can we play this one instead? It's only had 37 reviews. Hang on. This looks neat. I want to play this one. Gravity Castle, pixel art style, puzzle mechanics. That looks totally up my alley. It's only got 37 reviews. Someone get that one onto the wheel. That looks great. Anyway, we're not playing any of those. We're playing Raindrops. Can't believe there's a type of me game. It's solely based on what you submit. It's close enough that it's a you game now. All right, the game is, of course, on sale, and it is less than $10, $6.95 normally. Let's have a look at the trailer. Let's see what we're in for. Use headphones for the best experience. I'm sorry, what's that resolution? We can watch this in either 360, 480, 720, or 768p. What kind of monitor uses 768p? Bizarre. Oh. Well, that's weird. Clever, but weird. You guys need to have headphones on for this. Especially when the bass comes in and you can hear that moving left to right. I'm guessing this isn't an OST. Ooh, that slide mechanic is clever though. Okay. Yes, we do get health. We've got life bar on the top left, and we definitely get rhythm mechanics. Looks like it's all mouse controlled, which I'm kind of down for. This is just like Pong, except you're playing by yourself and it's with rhythm mechanics. Okay, trailer is definitely more than a minute. I wonder if you need to click things at the same time or if it's just about the mouse position. Guess we'll find out when we get into it. Man, okay. Yeah, that kind of music is not going to be for everyone, where it kind of bounces from side to side. That's probably going to feel uncomfortable for some people. I think it's one which will probably tie really nicely to the mechanics as you're playing, because you've got kind of the auditory feedback, but I think to just watch, it's going to feel kind of weird, especially if you're doing something else on the side as well. I think if you're just watching and focused on what's happening on screen, your brain will be able to make that connection and make it make sense. But if you're listening to this while you're playing a game or doing something else, you're just going to hear music bouncing from left to right in your ears, and it's going to feel a little bit weird. So I can see it's interesting from a gameplay perspective, but I don't know how well that's going to translate for viewers. All right, it says this is similar to Stardew Valley. And Rift of the Necrodancer, yes. Okay, so we actually got a rhythm game there. Why does it think this is similar to Stardew Valley? Because pixel graphics? Maybe, I mean, it's not actually pixel graphics though. Although, you know what? The font is pixelated, so I'll give pixel graphics for that. Even though the main graphics are not. There are some pixelated graphics, so we'll give it. It has been wishlisted by a friend, and we're going to say the related game is unrelated because it's got Stardew Valley in there, and I just can't forgive that. I just can't. We do have DLC, Raindrops Soul Wind, which is additional. Play additional songs. Seems to be just one song. Maybe we do actually have an OST. Do we have unique anywhere? That's the question. Yes, have a fresh experience with this unique style rhythm game. So we do get unique. We don't get gifts. We don't have multiplayer, although no, multiplayer's not up there either. We do support additional languages. We've got Korean, again, twice in one day. Wild. We do have more than 20 achievements. We've got a developer YouTube, but no developer website. Oh, go check for updates. Check for updates. I always forget that one as well. Let's see. Game has been updated for speed up, speed down. Okay, fixed note shifting, apply one-sided. Okay, it's a different game mode. April Fool's Day special, Neple, a fast song you can play until April 8th. Well, we missed that one. But yeah, it's been updated a few times. And it looks like clicking is involved. Small notes can be cleared without clicking. Hollow notes can be cleared by scrolling. Notes from the left side can be dealt with left clicks. Right side is right clicks. Okay, that's clever. Left and right clicks. I see that. Nice way to tie it in. All right, I think that's all we can get off the page. So let's give this a go. I'll put you the holding screen. Have a crack at the Wordle. I believe in your ability to get this one. I'll get this installed and then we'll jump back in. How long was the trailer? More than a minute, I'm afraid. Sale and... no, less than $10. This game is less than 10. Maple? Which was surprising, actually. Very affordable games in today's stream. I am down for that. And the file size is small. Let's have a look. Browse local files. Raindrops file size is 390 megabytes. So all small games today. None of them are more than a gig. Yeah, for sure, Solo helps at the summer sale. I actually need to go and purchase some more games. I always do this. Every time one of the big sales come around, I use it as a chance to buy games for the channel in bulk. Usually I pick up another like 10 or 20 because that gives me a decent chunk of content to be able to work through. I'm just double checking Maple's list. Solo says, anyway, could you say you are collecting the raindrops? I will say if there is a counter that goes up as I collect them, then yes. But you can only collect something once I have collected it in-game. Might be something else we can collect, but we aren't in the game yet. Yeah, we don't know yet. Yeah, there's some of the new tiles, like die or collect something, are action-based. I've got to actually perform it in the game. Dream was a pretty good first guess. Got a good couple of letters out of that one. Well done. Know where the R is. The E and the A are probably not in the wrong order. Might start with a vowel then. Got to throw a couple more guesses in there. Find some more letters. Don't have enough information. Ah, I see you went with rise. God, I still love the short of that. Showing them trying to get the perfect take on arise. Even my voice is cracking trying to do that. For what was it called? Solo leveling? That was so good. Arise! Arise! Evade. It's a pretty good opener. Gives you a lot of information. Crane is a good one as well because it gets you some common letters in there. Okay, we know where the A and the E go now. You haven't found anything else yet, though. That's a bit rough. Grave. Good call. Looks like it could be just great. Haven't used a T yet, so I'd pop the T in there. It's a pretty safe bet, I think. Can't be Grace because the C was ruled out. Oh no, you went for Drake. Okay, go on one left. It's gotta be great. It's gotta be great. Grate. Come on, chat. I believe you. The hive mind can do it. Sonic, it could be Grail. That was Graze. Oh, clutch. Well done. Yeah, true. It could have been Grape as well. Yeah, damn. Glad you guys didn't go with my guess. You would have lost. But you got it. Chat did win the Wordle. I can't see who submitted what. Who submitted Graze? Because that was a clutch win. Congratulations to whoever that was, because that was well done. Alright, anyway, I'm going to pause the music so we can jump into the final game for today. There we go. Playing Raindrops. It was Gust. Oh, Gust gets the final game of the stream. Gets the Wordle. Man, you smashed it. Say, oh, there we go. Engine logo built in Unity. We didn't get a dev logo though. No luck on that one. I've definitely heard this music somewhere before. I can't pick where, but I've definitely, like, that melody is familiar. Oh, where? Oh, okay, this is tutorial. Do we have settings? Escape does nothing. Okay, right click or press D. We'll right click. Wow, my mouse sensitivity is way too high. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, white, perfect, blue, good. Otherwise a miss. Okay. Ah, and you do have to do it with timing. Got it. Click. Wow, messed that up terribly. Ooh, okay, you do need to be very close to it. There we go. Scroll mouse wheel. Okay, assume direction doesn't matter. Too soon. Still too soon. Man, I am doing terrible for a tutorial. Also, I should start the timer. Okay, I got that one. I wish I could put my mouse sensitivity down, because this is causing problems. Down left. No, I don't want to. I'm going to fail the tutorial. Oh my god, what am I doing? There. Literally, I think if I make one more mistake, it's over. Move mouse, do not need to mouse click. Okay, so it's only the white ones that I need to click for. I kind of wish it was more closely tied to pitch than it is. Okay. I am moving my mouse like a centimeter up and down. I'll have you know. All right. Menu theme is Whisper of Stream by A_Hisa. Okay. What if I go back? Do I have a menu now? I do. New song, Portal, unlock, new theme, come. No, thank you. Right. Sensitivity, down. Calibration should be fine. Volume is fine. Ah, we've got only one. No, wait, FX. Okay, we do technically have separate volume sliders. We'll take that. Stereophone?
So you can turn that off. Spectrum, VSync on. It was in full screen. It did detect the correct resolution. That's good. So we get separate sound sliders, detected correct resolution. It did not launch in windowed mode. All right, so I'm going to have to pause for a second. I do apologize. Stella has decided to use the kitty litter, and good lord, she stanks. So I got to deal with that, and then we'll jump back into the game. Entertain yourselves for a hot minute. Sorry. Yes, you can have borderless full screen. And yes, that was a good tutorial. All right, I'm back. They are the real rulers of the world, for sure. The thing is, like, we have more than one litter box in this house. She didn't have to use the one directly behind me, but she chose to. Maple is redeeming a free space. Okay, I guess these are just short samples here. What are you redeeming? Okay, yeah, it's just doing short loops as like a preview of the song. Got it. Okay, end of the world / post-apocalyptic, and it's bingo if and only if you consider the fact there's an XP bar for some reason as an upgrade system. I must have missed the XP bar. I think it filled up when we beat the song, didn't it? Oh, can I pause that? Is that what that is? All right, we'll leave that there just so it's not getting background noise. You know what? Yeah, there was an XP bar that filled up when we beat the tutorial, and that's how we unlocked the songs. So yes, we'll count that. Is it an upgrade system? It would be like a leveling system, but I didn't upgrade anything. It didn't allow me to make something better than it already was. It just gave me access to more content. I don't think it's an upgrade system. I'm sorry, I can't give that. But it does mean everyone gets to mark off redeem something, and we get to mark off the free space, which is end of the world / post-apocalyptic. So get to both of those. But yeah, so I'm not going to give that as an upgrade system. I will give you borderless window, yes, which I think we said before. Cool. All right, let's actually see what we've got. There seems to be a decent number of songs, I think. Yeah, which are unlockable, but I would not say that that's an upgrade. So let's go with the first one, which is the, oh no, Maple's doing another free space. Damn. Oh, they're like, all right, fine. If you won't give it to me, I'll pay for it. Now it's calling upgrade system. There we go. Let's go take a look. Few cards. Maple, there we go. Maple has got pixel art, upgrade system, less than 200 reviews, end of the world / post-apocalyptic, and good tutorial. We got it. Congratulations, Maple. That is a bingo. And that is 1 bingo point for you, taking you from 3 to 4. Congrats. Fix that up on the leaderboard. Where are we? Oh, there, 3 to 4. Oh, done. Got in just at the end there. Evil Moon Dragon, redeem random or procedural generation. Wait, no, I don't. God, I'm broke. That's okay. Like, you should be accumulating points just by being here. And you should get enough points from hanging out in this stream that by the time you come back for the next stream, you'll be able to do some free spaces as well. You can do, I think it's exclamation points, and you can see how many you've got. And I think you only need, I think it was 40 that we set it to for doing a free space. Just trying to check that. Sure. Free space is, yeah, 40 points with a cooldown of 60 seconds. So it should be affordable. All right. Maybe it doesn't work, alas. What doesn't work? Oh. Something's broken? Hope not. All right. Either way, congrats, Maple, on the win. Let's jump back into the game. I tried to check the points to someone else. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. Vampire Shadow has 27 points. There you go. So you're already over halfway to being able to use it. Getting close. All right. We'll restart the timer. We'll do level 1, I guess. Oh, okay. Normal and hard difficulties. Cool. Or is this... Is this the tutorial again? Guess we'll find out. Minute 29. So the songs are relatively short. Also, this sensitivity does immediately feel much better. Look at me go. I'm in control. Okay. Oh my God. How did I miss that? Okay. I definitely clicked in time there. And there. And I am right-clicking. So I can only assume that I've got some latency going on that's causing problems. The joys of using a wireless mouse, I guess. I have to preempt it slightly. So if I cared enough, there were settings in the menu that I could use to alleviate that. But I like to struggle. You know what I mean? Struggling's fun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just the tutorial level without the tutorial prompts. Okay. I will say control-wise, this feels pretty good now that I've managed to figure that out. Get the sensitivity fixed up. Okay, short and sweet. Like it. Let's do next one up. At least you're not failing rhythm games anymore. Oh, but I am. And that got me a new song as well. Cool. All right. That's nice. Can I... How do I... No, I don't want to quit. I just want that prompt to go away so that I can choose a different level. It's broken. It's broken! Can't do anything. Am I missing a button somewhere? Am I blind? I think it's actually broken. Okay, we're gonna quit and restart. That pop-up could not be dismissed. Whoops. That's unfortunate. Okay. Comet. Let's go. Is this a longer song? Kind of surprised you can't see the song duration before you go into it. I feel like that would be key information to convey. Shows it when you're in, so 2 minutes, 4 seconds, and it's just crickets. Okay, so we're already layering in more mechanics, but visually it's fairly easy to see and understand what's going on. Missed one there. And there are little like raindrop sound effects every time you hit a thing. Okay, okay. They ramped up the difficulty pretty quickly here. Not gonna lie. And my brain is still getting used to the traveling sound from right to left. It's novel, but I don't know if it's game-changing enough to be, like, worthwhile as a core mechanic. But I can see why they layered it in to make just the left-right mechanic itself more interesting. Oh, okay. We're big mode now. What triggered that? I would love to know. Is that a power-up? Does it just happen at this point in the song? How will I know when it's going to go away again? Like that. Okay, sure. And sometimes it just disappears. Oh. All right, all right. I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing to look at. But yeah, that was quite a bump up in difficulty pretty quickly. There's a VR game that does something similar to this. I'm trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's failing me. And it's not Beat Saber. It's a different one, which basically puts the things that you need to use to hit the icons, like the markers, in your hands. And it's, you know, you can punch with them. It's not about like beam swords, lightsabers style thing, but it has like left and right markers and you have to like line them up. And it's reminding me of that in a weird way. By the way, looked at some reviews of Gravity Castle and turns out, unfortunately, the devs just forgot to add the second rooms of some levels to the actual levels. They're only in the files, and so the game is physically impossible to 100%. So that's a shame. The game looked really good otherwise. It did look really good. But I guess just goes to show, like, quality can be all over the place when it comes to indie games. I've got to look this up now to find out what the game was called, because I really enjoyed it. It was a good game. I haven't played it in a while. What was it called? Come on, do your search. Not Beat Saber. Good lord. There. Synth Riders. That's the one. If you want to look it up, look at Synth Riders footage, and you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. It's very kind of similar with like having to hold things in the right place while move and follow trails, and you're doing different things with your left and right hand. It's good fun. Mammoth. Beat Saber is the only oh, sorry, I read that one. Yeah, I mean it's the most popular one, which is why most people know of it. So those devs also made 13 Seconds, which Grail has. Don't know if he's played it yet. I have not played it yet. We're not quite up to it. I always get a little bit ahead in the Steam library. All right, menu's working now. Find our way. Let's go. Wow, I am out of sync. Right, yeah, these guys, this is a game for people that are already good at rhythm games, I think. Gust, you are really challenging me with these ones. I appreciate it. So, alright, well, I gotta get good now. And I think the game is actually lagging a bit. Like, there was definitely some slowdown there. Okay, that was a left and a right, and I missed that. Now, what was the difference with the blue ones? I thought I still had to click them. What else the point? Oh, missed one there. Oh man, I can't wait to see what some of the real hard mode stuff looks like. Nope, apparently I don't click those. Someone please remind me what the blue things do, and I'll look at it when I finish this song. Okay, cool. Up. that. Too soon on that one. What? Whoa, okay. That's weird. I was seeing that big wall. I'm like, how am I meant to deal with that? Oh no, it just freezes and gives you a second to get it all. Neat idea, but it just doesn't visually kind of convey itself correctly. Oh, oh, it's the scroll. That's right. I completely forgot the scroll was even a thing. Thank you. All right, we'll try out the next one. Oh, okay, I have to lock in and concentrate on those. All right, that's how the pop-up was meant to work. That was a fun one, though. All right, water drop. Here we go, here we go. Shake it out. Too soon. Also, does anyone know what genre of music this is? I don't want to label it as just generic electronic, because I'm sure there's a subgenre. All right, this is getting, you know, a bit more involved with the left and the right clicks. I like that. Yep. And a couple of both at once. How is this going for you guys listening to it with the stereo thing going on? Come on, I got that. Okay, so that was definitely too early. Yeah. Did that in the wrong order, but that's fine. I think it works well when it's like chords that are kind of shifting from left to right, but when it's a melody that's bouncing from left to right, that does feel a little weird. Okay, there we go. Got the scroll wheel on that one. Also, the clicking is out of sync with the music. I'm hearing like click ding, click ding. But maybe I have got some latency thing going on here that's just making everything more difficult. Feels vapor-wavy? Yeah? Yeah, I can hear that. Great, absolutely. It reminds me slightly of Pong. I'm 100% getting those vibes with it. I would like to see a multiplayer version of this where every like thing that you hit bounces back to the opponent, but in time with the rhythm. Like, there's some interesting like, but it can't bounce forever. So maybe it's just like a one volley. The other person has to hit it a second time, and then it disappears, so it doesn't keep bouncing back and forward. But you could do something really interesting with the mechanics of that to turn it into a competitive rhythm game. That would be interesting, and I would be keen to see that. All right, well, we have broken the UI yet again. Unlocking the new song Starry Night has caused the interface to become unresponsive. So fantastic. Okay, interesting mechanic idea, but this game is definitely needs some more polish. Definitely needs some more polish. Bob, I feel like the audio moving between sides isn't as obvious in games as it was in the trailer. I think it's obvious, more obvious in the slower paced levels than it is in the fast paced ones. I feel like maybe this one you're about to hear it in. All right, couple ends, Starry Night. This is faster. Okay. Oh my god, am I actually getting better? Am I going to jinx it by starting to talk? Probably yes, on all fronts. Oh, too fast there. So I will say the music is nice. It's inoffensive, and I think it's appropriate thematically for this game. Like, the genre of music feels like it matches the simplistic visuals. But it's not catchy. I'm not listening to songs and being like, oh yeah, I'm going to download that and put it on a playlist so I can listen to it outside of the game in the same way that I would with songs that I discover on, you know, Guitar Hero. In fact, this reminds me a bit of Audio Surf. I think it would be pretty cool if you could use your own music library for it. If it had like some way of automatically mapping things based on instrumentation to left and right. And that would open up a lot of possibilities for being able to basically have an infinite selection of tracks. I still think that was the one thing Audio Surf did really well. And they kind of got into it very early on. You're like, oh yeah, absolutely. You can use your own selection of music. Okay, there we go. Holy cow. Okay, that left-right mechanic there feels very satisfying. This level has a good map to it. And the other thing I've noticed is you don't appear to get punished for just spamming left and right. I am trying to actually do it in time with the rhythm, but you don't get punished for clicking when there's nothing. Logstar Go, competitive rhythm game. That is something to workshop in the Discord, for sure. Also, welcome back, Logstar. How you doing? It feels more obvious in the faster song. Agreed. Yeah, like that one I was definitely feeling it. But because I'm in the zone with the gameplay, it's just like an added layer of immersion more than anything. It's not something I'm actively like listening to and going like, oh yeah, that's really cool how it's moving from left to right. I'm not sure if you guys have heard any of like the super surround sound stuff, like the 7.1 channels, whatever it is, where you can like feel like you can hear things behind you or directly in front of you. That would also be interesting to experiment with, but I don't know how you would translate that into gameplay. So now we've got the problem that comes up in a lot of XP-based unlock games, which is I've now completed each of these on normal difficulty, and I have not got anything new to play. So my only choice is to go back and play things that we've already done, but do on a harder difficulty. Sure, let's go. Portal on hard mode. What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, positioning needs to be more precise to be able to get both, and I forgot to hold that down. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you're gonna absolutely mess with my head by making me hold down one and then still left click for other things, aren't you? That feels like the kind of thing you would do to me, wouldn't you, game? I already have a hard enough time multitasking, and you're gonna make it worse. Chords. Can't wait to see what hard mode looks like on some of those faster tracks. Yeah, there we go. I'm expecting more of this nonsense. Yeah, I think my brain is just expecting the position of these little raindrops to match the pitch of the melody, but it doesn't necessarily. Got it. All right. I got an R combo. Is that regular combo? My combo was regular. Was that better than A+ that I had in the previous ones? I only missed 2. 98.72% on hard mode. That feels pretty good. The rest were perfect. I'm assuming R is above A somehow. R for raindrop, maybe. All right. New unlock, and the game has once again frozen. What is it with rhythm games and me being able to break them? Honestly. Okay. Back we go again. We're gonna try another one in hard mode. We're gonna do it. Maybe I have finally found a rhythm game that I am decent at. Or maybe I just got lucky. Okay, so that one, hang on. That was level 2 difficulty. Now we're going up to level 4 difficulty, and I'm going to utterly fail. I'm sure. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay. Sorry, I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to concentrate. Ooh. I also apologize for my voice cracking today. I'm a bit tired. And no, I have never played Osu before. Nice. All right. Oh, no, wrong order there. Shoot. Remembering the scroll wheel. Don't make my panel disappear. That's just... Why? Okay, now we're big mode. Got it. I kind of like it because suddenly positioning becomes a lot more important. Ah! Okay, back to normal. That. Okay. Not great. Still 96, nearly 97%. Oh, okay. Evil Moon Dragon. Okay, submitting Osu is the next game. So the thing is, it definitely won't have less than 200 reviews, so you won't be able to put it on there. But if you get 500 stream points, you can submit anything to the wheel. Could happen. Could happen. Also, I thought I had like a score closer to 97. Maybe I was misreading. I thought it said 96.8, but I guess it was a 0. Still, S rank with the combo. We'll take that. New Modi? Full bar. New song, Cotton Candy. Okay. We're unlocking other stuff. Find our way, hard mode. This is level 5 now. Now we're dialing it up. Yep. Too soon on that. All right. Oh, that was... Need to be very careful with the positioning there. Scroll wheel, get the slow-mo. Whoa! Ah! What? Okay. Stop the left and right there. Hold that. Yep. And throwing the scroll wheel. What? Oh. Jeez. We're just hanging in there. We're dead. Come on. No. We failed. Yeah, that was rough. What the hell is going on? Okay, follow the path, follow the path, follow the path, follow the path. Yep, okay. Missed a couple there. Jeez. Okay, okay. I could get that with a little practice. Didn't quite work out, but that's fine. That's fine. 81% B combo. All right, so level 4 is about my limit. Oh, water droppers only a level 4 on hard. We've got time for this. Gust, feels like trombone champ mixed with beat block. You know, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. Even Dragon, I want to like them, but I can't play them as well as Taiko-styled games because my middle fingers get strained quicker and I can't play them long. I still maintain that Guitar Hero was one of the best rhythm games ever created. It was just so good for what it was trying to do. Oops, that was a simple thing that I should have been able to get, but didn't. And in a weird way, I do feel like it's a bit of a shame that those kind of games have just been phased out of existence. They're just not made anymore. Oof. I think the thing to keep in mind is that these are also always easier when you're familiar with the song. And Guitar Hero for sure had that advantage. And that's why repetition is so important for these kinds of games, because if you're trying to sight read everything, yeah, of course you're going to struggle. Like, you need to know how the melody goes to have a better idea of understanding the rhythm. Okay. Oops, missed that. That was both at once. I think what would help in this is actually changing the color of the droplets just slightly when they're hitting at the same time. So you know that it's a left and a right instead of both at once. So if it just made them like red, or no, not red, because red is always like danger, but maybe like a yellow or something, or even a green to indicate that it's left and right at the same time. I think that would make things a little bit easier. And we actually ended that song bang on the time limit. That was fantastic. Oh, we passed it, but not amazingly. We'll take it. Sky, I picked up Rhythm Sprout in the summer sale. Demo was really fun. And Logstar, I mean, that's why they have note colors in DDR, even though that's not enough, but my rhythm game takes would be one hell of a dump. I mean, that's fair. I think you're kind of entitled to have some opinions on that. Even in favorite games, I guess Osu on Taiko game mode, Rhythm Doctor, Spin Rhythm, Sayonara Wild Hearts, I've heard of that one in Rhythm Doctor, and to an extent Muse Dash, since it plays like Osu Taiko pretty much. It's amazing how many rhythm games there are out there. Gust, I know a few rhythm games that change colors if there's simultaneous notes. It's definitely a nice thing to have. Yeah, I think it would help in this one, especially because you're trying to monitor what's coming from the left and the right at the same time to figure out, are they in sync or are they just slightly offset, like an offbeat? And they did that a couple here. It had like a what's the note called? I was going to say like a glissando, but it's not quite that. A grace note. Where it's got the, like, you might be doing on the beat, da, 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 and that does da, 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 da. Like, that little grace note would be hard to visually see, especially at speed with things coming from the left and right of the screen. And keep in mind, I am on a freaking 4K monitor. This thing's huge. Like, there is this much space between the left and right side of the screens. It's massive. So trying to keep an eye on what's coming through is difficult. So definitely I would say color code the notes that are happening at the same time. All right, but that is it for Raindrops. Thank you, Gus, for the recommendation. I think it's fairly solid, just got some rough edges that need to be polished up. But I think as far as like a game concept goes, it's doing pretty well. Orange fun but needs more polish. Yeah, basically. I think there's a little bit more that could be done to visually convey some of the mechanics to make it easier to engage with as a player. And that color coordination, I think, will help a little bit as well. But otherwise, I think the core idea is pretty solid. Some of the beat maps maybe could be improved a little bit. Like, again, what games like Guitar Hero did really well was being able to map the notes closely to the melody. And I feel like some of the songs here did it well, when some of them it was just all over the place a little bit. But maybe it was just my lack of familiarity with these particular songs and with the game itself. So I think they're onto something fun. Give it a little bit more love, and I think you've got something special in your hands there. That was pretty cool to check out. Anyway, that is where we're going to be ending the stream for today. And of course, all of a sudden my camera disappears. Whoop, I'm still here. Yeah, that's where we're going to end things for today. Thank you everyone for hanging out. We are hoping to have the next Steam Sequence video ready to go to come out at the start of next week. So that's going to be Sunday evening if you're in the US, or Monday morning for us here in Australia. So that's going to be coming soon. And that's going to be episode 100. Just kind of special. So I hope you guys enjoy it. The game is what the game is. It's a game. But it's the intention behind it that matters. Last couple of comments we'll read here. Long story short, in the timing case, in ones like DDR, if you have things offset by a 16th, oops, all yellow, you can't more colors your way out of tuplets, especially complex ones. Solo, I like Rhythm Heaven, which varies from minigame to minigame, but baseline is one finger. Same with Rhythm Doctor and a Dance of Fire and Ice. I can handle something like Muse Dash with 2 fingers. Logsago, but I'm probably the only person who wants really awful rhythms in my rhythm game. You want something challenging, that's all. You want something challenging. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you've enjoyed your time here, Evil Moon. Like, these streams are meant to be cozy, not intense game or anything. Like, I like enjoying a bit of chat and banter with all of you and just analyzing games for what they do well and what they could be, where they could improve. So that, you know, we've got a lot of devs that watch this kind of content. They can get an idea of, like, actually, what's the strengths and weaknesses? Why does it work? Why doesn't it work? From the perspectives of just an average gamer. But yeah, we do these streams every week. So feel free to jump in same time next week. We'll be here, and we'll also be doing the prize draw from this round of bingo and then starting fresh. So you'll be able to jump in and have a chance to earn some points to win for the next month. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the weekend. And I will see you soon, either in the premiere of episode 100 of Steam Sequence, will be coming out soon, or in the next week's live stream. So until then, take care.